Hello, everyone, and welcome to Co-oped Up. We are four friends who gather around talking casually about anything and some things. My name's Kenny, and today I'm joined by my mediocre cast of video game characters. We have Cammy from Street Fighter,
Is that me?
Alan from Alan Wake,
Oh no.
Oh,
and Connor from Detroit Become Detroit.
God, you know what? At least it was somewhat well received. That's all you can really ask for.
There's not many.
Do you have any
Connors.
idea how many?
I
Do you have
just-
any? Do you have any idea how many fucking fanfics there are of me?
Of
of
you?
you specifically and not Connor the android? Yeah, I write them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The co-op.
They're all at
fanfics.
Cameron's house.
Yeah.
Co-op.
I'm the only one
fan-
that reads them.
Yeah, I only show
There's so
Alan.
many. There's so many fanfics of me and whatever I name that fucking ghost.
Alan's my
Nice.
proofreader.
Yeah.
And only fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan of my pick.
All right, and this week we are talking about E3 2019.
Yeah, dude.
This is our part 2 discussion because part 1 was us predicting things that would happen. But now E3 just happened. Now we're going to talk about E3 because,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember our predictions at all. I'll just be.
I don't
totally
either.
blank.
Just, I don't remember, and I wasn't.
I just know like
That's absolutely
got-
true.
we got the Nintendo Smash DLC characters right. That's all. We
You
knew.
know what? You guys were absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah.
Wait,
We'll
what
get
did
to
you guys
That
predict?
shocked me.
The Smash new characters.
Yeah, the Smash DLC characters.
Yeah, that's the only.
What do you mean?
So,
I'm a genius.
Alan
Kenny.
and Cameron predicted the Dragon Quest main character,
Mhm.
and they were right on all accounts.
Yeah.
And then Alan kept going in on Banjo-Kazooie, and I kept calling him a fucking idiot. But it turns out I am the one who is fucking idiot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
still
you are.
we still like you somewhat, Kenny.
At
You're
least
just
you fucking admit it.
We
Yeah,
will discuss this further on in the podcast. I was about to call it a stream, but you know what? Sometimes it won't be a stream, so I hesitated for a second. But before we get into our discussion today, how has everyone been this past week? Now that it is not Saturday.
Yeah, we missed a week and a half.
Cameron, why don't you go ahead and start?
Really late. Let's see. Well, Alan, Kenny, and we saw Godzilla last week on
We did.
Friday. That was a fun excursion. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it. The move. I enjoyed the hanging out with friends. I'm not going to say anything about the movie because I don't want.
I didn't get to go to the movie.
Wait, did you see it?
No.
Okay.
You
I thought
said you would
were gonna...
see it.
I'll see it tomorrow then.
All right.
No, honestly, Connor, you don't have to see it because that movie's dog shit. I don't like it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Connor,
everyone
you
has
should
control.
Really?
really see that movie. I think that movie is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm in between these two arguments.
Hold on. So, Connor, actually, now I kind of want you to see it because Alan said something atrocious to me after we saw the movie. He said that it was better than Pacific Rim.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well then that means I have to see
I
it.
think it's
because
better than
Pacific
Pacific
Rim
Rim,
was
dude.
one of
Absolutely
as the
impossible.
as the lover of Pacific Rim, I'll be the one to decide that.
All right.
I thought it was bad and I thought it was good at the same time. I just love to see Mothra, you know?
Well,
Mothra's
That's not
dearly
good, though.
beloved. Yeah, I know. I give it like an average score of 5.
Well,
Alright.
I don't believe in there's no such thing as a really like there's never an Oscar is never gonna be won for a fucking monster flick. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, yeah,
Like-
but Oscar is stupid.
That's true.
Not the man named Oscar.
Is it,
but
though?
The
Is it
actual
though?
show. Yeah, it is.
Oscar from Shark
Yeah.
Tales. Remember that?
Yeah, it kinda is.
Remember that movie?
I do remember that movie.
That
Is
movie
the
got an
shark?
Oscar. Shark Tales, right? It was like
Who's
Will
Oscar?
Smith's fish character.
Yeah. Oh, was Oscar Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oscar the
remember
Grouch.
Oh, that's an Oscar too.
that. He ran a whale.
But that's a
cleaning
cool
service.
Oscar though.
That's a sick Oscar.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
All right.
All right.
Already.
We really
Mhm.
that was atrocious. All right, we're still
Godzilla.
talking
Cameron,
about
keep
people's
going.
days.
I'm done. I'm done talking. That's
All
all I
right.
did.
Yeah,
about you,
like
Alan?
it didn't do much after that. Just looking for a new job. That's about it.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, Annie, why don't you talk about what's happened with you?
So I just started working with my cousin at a temp agency where we package credit cards. Wow. And gift cards. Ooh. And debit cards. Ooh. It's
Nice.
not that fun. It's really tedious and monotonous. And I started last week and worked my way into Tuesday, so yesterday, and it was just killer, dude. It was like my hands have sores and blisters on them. It's crazy.
How much do you get paid?
It's a
How
living.
much did I get paid? I get paid $8 an hour, and I work 10 hours a day.
Ooh,
It's rough, but
that's not that
the
cool.
the
No.
the plus to that is that I don't get taxed on my bills,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
paychecks.
Mhm.
So I mean that was a
Yeah.
plus. But um, thanks to an opportunity created by my cousin, she bumped me to another position where I am now a assistant package loader and mover.
Dang, got your
And
first promotion.
yeah, I don't even know if that's a promotion. It's just like a job
Oh.
switch
Wow.
because they need help in another department.
What if
So
in
now
like 2
I
weeks you're the CEO?
yeah. So
See,
now
this
I
is like
just
this is kind of like a Bethesda game where you speed run the ranks, and then for
oh
some
yeah, you just
reason
speed runs
the
the ranks.
top dog just fucking dies and you take over.
Absolutely. But right now I'm just working as a today was my first day working as like an assistant to a truck driver. And basically, this guy was a year younger than me, which really surprised me. But he's a really chill dude and we just talked and he drove and just packaged and load stuff. It's actually a really chill job and they pay $13 an hour and I only work 4 days a week, which is, pretty good.
Way
I still
better.
work 10 hours, but still,
Oh,
I get
well,
to
I'm
see the
proud of you.
outside. Yeah. And also, there was something that there was also something else that happened. I can't put my finger on it though because I forget what it was.
Oh,
Probably not that important. Connor, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your fantastic life and week?
Oh, that's a fucking word. Oh wow, the voice. Oh, that's not important. I was noticing that those little weird faces next to our names on the voice chat
Oh, yeah,
also
the
appear.
Discord update.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I had to wait 15 minutes for that to fucking happen so that I could talk to you guys, but whatever. Um, it's been going good. I got to see my new cabin.
Oh,
Up
Started another channel with
up
Alex
at
and
Lake
named it the same thing.
up at Lake from uh
don't what? Don't no,
it,
don't say it.
it's nowhere near where I actually live, so I don't care.
It's
And
up
Lake
in Lake
Vermilion's
Arcadia.
it's also Lake Vermilion's fucking massive, so you're not gonna find it.
Talking about the Vermilion in Vermilion City
No, it's just all right. Okay,
in
well,
Pokemon.
let's bring it back now, bud.
Okay.
All right. Uh, it's like it's one story. It's a hall like it's you open it and it's just a hallway that leads to a bunch of bedrooms, and then you go into like a little kitchen nook and a little living room, and then you go out, and then it's just like this secluded backyard area that's like super nice.
Uh huh.
It's like your own little area, which is good considering that the whole area nearby it looks cheap as fuck. But our cabin looks good, which is good. And yeah, at some point you guys are gonna go up there.
And we're gonna record a live podcast with all of us together in a room.
Room.
Oh, bad news. There's no Wi-Fi.
That's what I figured.
Well, I mean, we could just record something.
Yeah.
No, that's true. We could do that.
Yeah. Down. Are we ready to
All right.
start?
Uh,
Can we get
yeah.
into this E3 business?
Has anybody else
I would like
talked
to.
about their day yet?
No,
We're done,
Connor, we all
Connor.
just talked about our day.
Yeah.
Let's get into the exciting part.
What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
E3 2019 finalizations. You know what? Let's talk about E3.
Yeah.
It
let's do
was disappointing.
Well, yeah.
Was it that disappointing? I thought it was going to be disappointing and was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, well, we could get into it more during each. We talk about each one. Get
Sure.
specifics, our feelings.
All right.
Our
That was a fun little way of telling us to shut the fuck up, Cameron.
Did it work?
Yep.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Now
Alright,
tell
okay.
us who had the first major conference.
Well, okay, right off the bat,
Yes.
there was 2 people missing here.
Mm.
Well, let's say 1.5,
Mhm.
because Sony was totally out of this. We didn't see a single Sony game here, I don't think.
Right.
I mean, Microsoft showed some games that are on both Xbox and Sony, but no exclusives from Sony. And then EA only had it was 3 hours of showing nothing before the press conferences started, just talking about little games here and there. And the Jedi, what was it called?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
Yeah, that looks okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine.
It looks okay.
It looks okay. It looks like a B-rated Uncharted game.
Yeah, it really does. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting. The combat doesn't look that fun quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand.
It's
the
got
mechanics
fucking
of it.
Forrest Whitaker in it.
Oh yeah, you're right. It does have Forrest Whitaker in it, which is so weird.
He was literally my least favorite character from Rogue One. It's like, what the fuck? Why do you talk like this?
I like the way he talks, but but it's just that it was Forrest Whitaker, and he was on the screen for what, less than a minute. And Forrest Whitaker has such a prominent face that's easily recognizable, and it's just so odd that he's just getting these roles where he dies instantly. How about that?
How about that?
Tell us what's the next game that EA revealed.
Well, the next game.
Yeah, the next one.
I don't have anything else. That's the only one.
That one?
I actually didn't watch the EA stuff.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I just knew it was a long discussion about games, and there wasn't much shown.
Wasn't there 60 games from Microsoft?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right.
I fucking hate it when they do that, because it's like they're not all the same. You're gonna spend 10 minutes on certain games.
Oh yeah,
and then you're gonna show 10 seconds of certain other games.
It's like they have an indie showcase reel, which shows about 30 of the games out of the 60. Actually, probably more like 40 of the games, where they just kind of show 2 seconds of each one and hey, we got this on here, and this is in the shop, that sort of stuff. So,
and now that we've done that, we can talk about the 20 games that we actually care about.
Yeah, just show you cinematics, not gameplay.
Never gameplay.
Yeah.
Let's show you a picture of what you will actually kind of maybe not see.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay, so the first game shown at Microsoft's conference was Outer Worlds. We saw a bigger glimpse into what the game actually is. It's by Obsidian, the people who did New Vegas, Fallout. I said
now
for Worlds they did shit. I didn't see it. Oh god,
Connor, correct me if I'm wrong about this, but didn't Obsidian create the original Fallout game?
Did they? I didn't.
They created the original Fallout 1 and Fallout 2.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then they attempted to make Fallout 3, which actually there's actual content of it. No, it failed. And they stopped making games for a long time until Bethesda eventually bought it out, made Fallout 3. Obsidian was like, hey, can we possibly make our own game? And then Bethesda was like, and then they're like, okay, all right, fine, we'll make Fallout New Vegas. And then they, there's multiple reasons as to why they have not been given the opportunity to make another Fallout game. There's multiple reasons, mainly because of writer issues.
Yeah. I can see that.
And what else? What else am I thinking of?
I
And
think-
then yep, this is them now because they're like, you won't let us make our own fucking game in Fallout, which is literally our child. So guess we
And
gotta
then
make. We gotta fucking make a new baby.
Yeah, so
They
they're
kicked them. They
they're
kicked out.
totally separate from Bethesda now. I'm sure.
Yes, they are.
So
Yep.
it's
I think
good
they're
to
with
hear.
Yeah.
Microsoft now, though.
I think so. Yeah,
I mean,
or Epic.
yeah.
Apparently.
I mean, apparently.
For the love of God, no.
Well, we still have to talk about that at some other point. Let's move on to the next game, which is it was the Ninja. What was the? Oh God, I'm so bad. Ninja Theory. I should have.
Oh,
This
the
all
Ninja
written
Theory
down.
game.
Oh, Ninja
It's that.
Theory.
Did Hellblade?
Yeah. They did Hellblade. I'm trying to think of the name of the game they showed. I don't know what it is.
Oh, Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge.
Yeah, so it's like a melee 4v4 combat sort of system. A lot of people are comparing it to Overwatch, but the gameplay doesn't really seem like that.
All these characters look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, they
look-
do in like the
Can we talk about how
snapshot.
they all look ugly?
Yeah, let's do that.
Everyone looks ugly in the future. Don't you know?
I think
All
it's for the best.
cybernetic. What? What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I think it's for the best that they all look ugly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm kind of sick of. I mean, that's kind of an unkind thing to say because some of these people are just fat and that's it, and just kind of putting them into the group of ugly is kind of disrespectful. But it's like,
Well, no, you can
I'm
be a
so
cute
sick
fat.
of.
It's
You
true.
could, yeah, but like, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, the thing is,
I'm
like, they
so
make
sick
them.
of really attractive characters.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm sick of characters that all look the same, like in
Can they just look
Overwatch.
normal?
Where
Well, that's
someone
the
took
issue.
all the
When
female
you-
characters and stood them side by side, and they all have the same face
Because
Mhm.
or facial
Yeah.
feature.
Yes.
Minus
Okay,
Zarya.
so I think the characters are kind of cool. Yes, they are kind of gross looking in a way, but
Yeah.
I don't really mind that. Some of them are pretty cool. There's a snake that controls a skeleton, which is a
Mhm.
pretty interesting design concept. And some of the animations in this game look kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I just don't think the concept art is that doesn't do it justice. If that-
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it could probably be a solid game,
Mhm.
but there's just something about it that just feels so commercialized.
Oh
right?
yeah, it definitely is. Is it?
And
It's. I'm guessing you pay for it. I don't think it's free to play.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
It feels. I don't know. It feels like we're not an ordinary video game. Which is like that feel that Borderlands been trying to give off for like 10
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And
It's that
tons of
edgy
other
feeling.
companies have tried, like, not like goth edgy, but like, like we're out there edgy. And
Mhm.
like tons of games have been doing that, and it's like this one's definitely giving off that feel, and it's just like, I don't know. I think that people are really struggling to find other aesthetic ways to seem out there
Mhm.
and not look like a different fucking video game.
Well,
I think-
speaking of another completely different video game
Sure.
that is out there,
Yeah.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us about this game?
I won't go too in depth, but it is. The first game in the series is Ori and the Blind Forest, which is probably my all-time favorite video game I've ever played.
Wow, that's
So
big.
I recommend you check it out. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say. I'm just going to say the new trailer looks amazing. It looks even better than the first one. And I'm really hyped for this one. It comes out in 2020. We finally got a release date,
Mhm.
which makes me happy, but wish it was sooner.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
yeah.
Just good, like, I think it's a good game, but I'm bad at those games, so I got like really grumbly and angry when I was playing. Because I was like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Oh, I just kind of
Well, if you like fun platformers,
Honest-
there-
these big fucking thumbs, and I just
and then you
Just
just
literally
break the
just
controller
break-
in your hand.
And then your
break
thumbs
my
get bigger.
break the computer.
Oh,
I
the
just
computer.
literally shove my head through the monitor.
Okay, I'm gonna move on because that doesn't need to be talked about much more.
All right.
This one probably doesn't either. Minecraft Dungeons was talked about. It looks okay. I mean, it's another Minecraft spin-off game. It could have been totally different.
It
I
could have
think.
been totally something else.
Yeah.
Literally anything else.
It could have kept the same style, but I don't know. It just seems like it doesn't really. I mean, I guess it kind of fits, but not really.
Hmm.
It looks fun. I just kind of wish the tagline Minecraft wasn't there.
Now, I
Wait,
think
what-
it'd
wait,
be
what
really
game is this again?
interesting. This is Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah.
That isometric Minecraft game
Dungeons.
where you
like
it's like a dungeon.
Kind of looks like Diablo, but for children.
Yeah, I guess.
For children.
Oh god.
I think it'd be interesting, right? If they implemented the building stuff in that point of view
The
perspective,
crafting.
and you going into dungeon dives,
Like,
and you can
imagine
also
if there
use
was
the
like
blocks.
a horde mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the horde's coming in 20 seconds. Make defenses in 20 seconds, and then you make defenses, and if you don't make defenses, it's like, oh, you're in trouble, little boy.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
so many
I
of
think-
those too, though.
I think they were onto something, but then they took out Minecraft's identity by taking out the crafting stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
that was
it's
a
still in
big
there, but
misstep.
Who knows?
I from what I saw, I don't think it's in there.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything with that. Just fighting combat. That's pretty much all we saw. Let's see. They showed off more Star Wars stuff, but I'm not going to get into that.
All right.
We already did.
I don't
Hold
think
on. Can I get each of your opinions on that new Star Wars sidekick robot? I don't know what his name is, but it's like
is
it's
it like
like
a weird like tripod robot?
yeah, and it
Oh,
like
that's
it has
it.
like little bipedal legs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Literally, I'm
His
gonna be
little
legit with
companion.
you. I saw that. I saw the little critter, and I was like, "Oh wow!" I genuinely don't feel anything for this thing. Like I don't like nothing. Like most things evoke either a positive or negative reaction, but that thing's straight in the fucking middle.
Mm-hmm.
If I play the game, I hope it charms me.
Mm.
I hope it sweeps me off my little feet. But for now, I don't give two shits or a turd.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But I think the part that sold me on that little character was that once it got on his back, it started showing the map, like over his shoulder or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was just so cool. Like anytime a game implements a narrative element into creating UI, that's so cool to me. So awesome. I just love that concept. And that was about the only thing good I saw in Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars in general, so it never really struck a chord with me. I like the first few movies, but after that, it just kind of goes downhill. I think.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Okay,
Give us the next game. I'm sorry.
Blair Witch, the horror game.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought
so
it was-
fucking dumb.
Oh, is it though?
I think the premise is kind of dumb,
Okay,
considering the movie,
I
what it means.
fair.
I think the like paranoia and whether it was there or not, and it's like if you want a video game, suggest that it's fucking there.
Mhm.
So it kind of takes away the whole point. Like if you could see shit out there, then it's like congrats, you kind of ignored the whole point of this game, or like the whole point of the movie to begin with.
Yeah.
It's to make you feel paranoid, but it's like I'm not paranoid. It's right there.
Yeah. Well, maybe they won't show it even. They'll just kind of be hinted at.
Oh,
It's
well then
too
I'm
soon
not
to see.
scared.
It's just a cinematic.
I'm
You know
not
what I
scared.
would
for
love?
that.
It just looks like Outlast. What's that?
I would love it if they took the camcorder and just shook it a bunch of times while
Oh,
I'm playing
yeah?
the game.
And that's the gameplay. That's the
Yeah, that'd be
camera?
freaking awesome.
And it's in VR at the same time, giving people motion sickness.
I remembered when I first saw the trailer for that game, I was like, "Is this Alan Wake? I really hope it is." And it wasn't. And I
Oh,
was
really?
like, "Oh,
I instantly
Yeah,
thought
I was-
Outlast. What?
you instantly thought Blair Witch."
No, Outlast.
Oh,
I didn't
the
see
video
that.
camera
God,
thing.
Camcorder.
No, I don't know why. I thought for a second that it was light, like a
Mhm.
flashlight,
Mhm.
and that I was
Mhm.
wrong. And you know what? Let's just move on because
Let's
we
move
have so
on.
many fucking games.
Yeah, we
And
have
at
a
this
lot.
pace, it's going to be 2 hours,
have to
and
talk
I need to
about.
go and get food
Okay.
and cook. I need to cook some. I'm so
You okay?
fucking hungry.
Okay.
I'm so hungry.
So, Cyberpunk 2077. Keanu.
You mean-
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, the game.
The game.
Keanu Reeves.
The only reason people-
Keanu Reeves.
He's such. I love seeing him. He came up on stage, said absolutely nothing except for "I love you guys. This game's good," then walked off stage.
He said
He
dick
did his
about the
job.
game.
He did his job, and I'm.
He was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Just him being there was kind of a selling point. There was kind of no point for him to go on stage, other than saying, "Hey, my face is in this game."
He doesn't need to do anything. He just needs to.
He doesn't. Just like how Todd Howard used to be.
Todd Howard is a
Used to
fucking
be.
hack.
Okay, we'll get to that in the next one. Oh, what are your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077?
I'm looking forward to it.
Mhm.
It's gonna be fun, but honestly, like, it's one of those games where I'm genuinely looking forward to it, and the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of getting myself tired out by it.
Fair.
I just
Mhm.
kind of want to. I just want to shut the fuck up and wait for it to appear.
Yeah, honestly.
Because
I mean,
sometimes I'm like I burn myself out.
yeah, I believe in CD Projekt Red. I think
Mhm.
they can do a good job. If anyone, they can. So I'm glad it's their game.
Mm.
And
How about
I
you, Alan?
guarantee you, they're gonna be like, there's gonna be tons of articles after this game is released where it's like, the developers couldn't go take a poop because they
Yeah.
were too busy working on the game, and it's like, oh well, this is another product of slave driving.
Oh.
I
Sure.
am not gonna do anything or say anything about this game until I've seen gameplay.
No,
Because I do
fair.
think it's a little bit overhyped.
Yeah,
I've
honestly.
seen some gameplay, but it's that totally orchestrated gameplay that doesn't mean dick.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's just like it's just like pre-alpha footage or something.
Mhm.
Which does that even mean it's a fucking game?
No.
I mean, they have playable demos.
Yeah.
I think there was like a playable demo on the show floor at E3.
Yeah, at E3 there probably was, I'm sure. That's why they don't show many gameplay in the or in the conferences, is because the gameplay is outside of the conference rooms, so they could just go and play it.
I don't know
But
if that's the reason.
No, I think it's a part of it. I don't think it's the sole
Oh.
Well, that's
reason.
kind of
Well.
bullshit, to be honest.
It's a lot of bullshit.
Well, a lot of people pay a
Well,
lot of money
everybody-
to go there.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Move on.
Hold on,
We
hold
gotta
on.
get
Let
more.
me offer
Okay.
my thoughts about Cyberpunk for a second.
Sure.
All right.
All right,
Because
just let's add the sounds of like footsteps, like
Yeah.
really fast footsteps as I run away from this conversation. I'm already in the next room.
so my thoughts about Cyberpunk 2077. I don't feel any hype for this game.
Mhm.
Now, all the gameplay segments that I've seen, they don't excite me at all. And that's just the thing with CD Projekt Red. I'm never sort of excited by their gameplay, even Witcher 3. I was never excited playing The Witcher 3. What really excited me about their games is their narrative and storytelling.
Oh yeah.
That's what always captured me, not the gameplay stuff. So I mean, I
like
assume
the world building a lot.
yeah,
in the
yeah.
games.
I assume like the hype is going to be there when I'm playing it,
Mhm.
but I just feel nothing for this game at the moment just because it just looks so like generic, I guess, it feels like a
Cyberpunk?
first person shooter, kind of like a Deus Ex or a Fallout.
Mhm.
They're not really doing anything that grabs me gameplay wise. It's sort of like everything's hinging on the story they're gonna tell.
Yeah, I get what you mean. And the only thing that's getting me excited is that it's CD Projekt Red, and I like
Yeah.
Witcher 3. And that's basically all I'm going on right now.
Yep.
Well, what about that next game?
The next game? Oh, you're talking about Spiritfarer?
Oh, hey guys!
Oh,
Glad you
This
guys.
is a Connor game, if I've
this
ever
is-
seen one.
This looks like a Connor game. It made me cry.
Did it?
Is it really?
I remember us, me and Cameron, talking about how this game triggered me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part where it said like learn how to say goodbye, and I was like, oh, don't know if I can do that. And then I got sad for like 15 minutes, like genuinely like tears in my eyes. I was like really sad.
Did you
And
get
then
sad when the
but I'm
mother
here.
smashed her head into the window?
What?
Dude, I was sad when she whipped that crack pipe at that baby. You know, it's like the shit
What
goes
No,
hard.
like when the
Oh.
deer broke the window with their antlers.
No, that's a different game.
That's a
Is that a different game?
Kenny.
I'm pretty sure that was the
Jesus.
same game, right?
No,
They're
that
wandering
was-
through like a
No.
city.
What was that? I have that.
The
What's it
deer?
called?
Fear is the one where they're on a boat. Kenny.
Yeah, on a boat.
Yeah.
and
That's the one
there's
with the
animal
boat.
spirits. Yeah,
Why are we not talking about that deer?
that's
I'm
way
sorry.
way
The
to the
deer
woods.
is a
That's
different
later.
game.
That's a different game.
Idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Spiritfarer.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I'm probably gonna get it. I like games like that.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you
Sounds
how that
good.
is.
Move on. Let's move on.
Battletoads.
A lot of negative
it's
press on this
I
one.
A lot of people.
I
Dislike.
don't give a fuck. I just don't care. I feel like their Battletoads is not that strong of a brand where you can just say we're remaking it.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone's remaking games.
It's not that deep.
Nah.
It was a hard game, and it's like if you can, I don't know. All right, I'm done.
You done?
Well,
Well,
here's
I
the
don't know
thing.
anything about
I'm done.
Battletoads.
Why would anyone play the new game when they have the old game?
They don't have the old game.
Well, nobody has.
No one has it.
You can emulate
Which then itself also implies how fucking great of a game is it then if nobody has the old game.
But honestly, would you get an emulator to emulate Battletoads?
No, but like you can just do it
I know,
True.
but
for free. I'm not saying you should.
yeah, but they are
But-
doing a totally different style with it, which is fair, I think. I don't know. I think it's okay. The style's not terrible. It's different, and a lot of people don't like different.
Mm-hmm.
Like
True.
like Wayward. Now, what am I thinking of? I'm so stupid today. Wind Waker.
Jesus, relax.
Wind
Oh,
Waker.
Cameron,
a
you
lot
just-
of
Wind
that
Waker
game got a
is
lot of hate
beautiful.
because of the style change.
Cameron, you just dumb smelly boy.
I
Yeah,
am,
I'm sorry.
dude. I'm sorry. Let's move on. I'm embarrassed. Legend of Right. That's that one game that takes place on a school notebook. And
Oh,
it's
that was
like
RPG
arts and
time.
crafts almost. What's that?
That was called RPG time.
Is it RPG time?
Legend of
Legend of Right.
Yeah.
Might be
That's
it.
I'm only saying the shortened versions
Okay.
because that's all I have in my notes.
Yeah, the full title is RPG Time: The Legend of Right.
Yeah, and that game looks really interesting. I don't know how you play it though.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. All right, let's move on.
Flight Simulator 2019? I don't know which one.
I'm
it
not
is.
gonna get
I'm
it,
up-
but I know people are.
It
Gonna get
looks beautiful.
I
And
I want to get it.
You
I
won't
don't
get
like
it? Why you won't get it?
I've always kind of wanted to be in the sky, and it looks really pretty.
Hmm.
So might as well just do it.
That's fair. That's a
I don't
fair
want to
point.
get. I don't want to fly in real life. Are you pooping me? Kidding me?
Mhm.
No, no way.
Okay.
I got a
so-
body up. I don't want to take my body in that tin can.
You know?
No way.
also
Especially when he knows
License.
he's flying.
What?
I'm flying. You mean I gotta be my own person?
Yeah, you do.
What? What?
Okay.
No.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Age of Empires 2 remastered. I
Don't give a
care.
shit.
Why
Move
does
on.
it exist?
Because people
Age-
love the game and they're too afraid to make another one.
Yep,
Yep.
there we go.
Move on.
Psychonauts 2. This
Cool.
game
It's
looks really good.
Psychonauts 2.
Hey, but I'm
Oh.
super pumped about this. The first one's so good. And this is
Alright.
totally fundraised, I think. Not
Mhm.
fundraised, but kickstarted almost.
Huh.
And it looks really good for a Kickstarter game.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean,
Great.
I think I saw more charm in Ahead of Time than Psychonauts 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Honestly,
design.
Because
I-
Hat in Time is full of soul. Okay, it's not fair to
No, it
compare.
is. I think they're both
Jesus
are.
Christ. Okay.
Oh, but I also
moving
want
on.
to say with this is that Double Fine is part of Xbox now, or Microsoft.
Yeah,
That's
which
cool.
kind of implies it's like, thanks for giving us all your money. We're slave made anyways. You know, it's like, oh wow.
But
You know?
Double Fine's well known, and I think well liked, so I think they'll give them leeway on their leash. I don't think they're gonna be super strict on what they make.
Did you know that
Um,
in Psychonauts 2, you're going to be exploring the mind of Jack Black, also known as Jablinski Games?
Is he?
Yeah.
That's a weird. It's a weird shout out to have, but I mean,
He came out on E3 and it was like, "You're going to be
oh,
exploring
that's
my
right.
mind."
I don't remember that.
all right, let's move on.
Look it up.
Lego Star Wars, new one. They always
That
have
is
this.
hype.
Who gives a fuck?
They
No,
always
Connor,
have these.
shut up. Lego
Did
Star
you just
I
Wars.
say who gives a
is
fuck? I'm
always
sorry.
hype.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
like for our time, we know it's gonna be somewhat
Yeah.
enjoyable.
We
It's a
knew it was
Lego
gonna
game.
happen.
Yeah, you
It's
just
no
gotta make
surprise.
another one. Are we? Are,
Listen,
are
I'm
you gonna
trying-
get it, Connor? Connor, are you gonna get it? Yes or no? The answer is yes. All right, let's move on.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have the complete name here. I put Xenoverse because I was stupid, but it's
Xenoverse?
like the Kakarot Dragon Ball Z game
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
RPG.
that's the
Dragon
name.
Ball Z Kakarot.
Is that all it is?
I think that's what they're calling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw the gameplay and I'm like, whoa, this is a new Xenoverse, and then I wrote Xenoverse down in my notepad, but I didn't. I was stupid not to change it.
Yep.
All right.
How many times do I have to watch Goku fight Vegeta? A lot.
Oh,
Next
I'm tired of Goku. I'm tired. You know, honestly, I'm tired of modern media. I'm so sick of things.
I'm so
Tell
sick
us,
of
Connor.
video
Me
games.
too. I mean,
It's
yeah,
like
whatever.
Goku is strong. We get that already. You know, Jesus.
But he still dies a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. Goku.
What a stupid gay.
Okay.
Okay, next game, 12 minutes, which looked an interesting short game.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, 12 minutes.
Look-
yeah.
It's a
Looks
12
like
minute
looks like it's not gonna take 12 minutes. If you know what I mean.
What's that? I don't know what that means.
What if
but
it's takes?
He means the whole game isn't gonna take 12 minutes.
Oh,
yeah, but I mean, it's like this
Well, it's
guy's
gonna take
reliving the
longer than
past-
12 minutes because you keep doing it.
Well, yeah,
Get it?
I get it. But like,
But isn't
So
that
it's
the
like,
irony?
you
oh my
know,
God.
isn't that like a
or
multi-layered?
maybe if you're reliving the 12 minutes, is it, you know? Here's the thing: how can you speedrun a game if you have to keep playing the same 12 minutes over and over again? If
I think you just
about
have
it.
to get the same results
It's-
over and over.
Well, it's like, but if you think about it, though, does it really mean, like, you know, who are you in this world, Cameron? Okay, I'm so out of it. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's move on.
I'm just gonna explain the game because no one has said anything about it other than it's.
No one's explaining. You
No one's
relive
explained
relive the same night trying to save your wife and stop somebody from killing her and probably
And
you.
Yeah.
And in that time, you learn to love her and cherish her. But no matter what, it's inevitable. So you have to make it not inevitable. 12
Yeah.
minutes.
There we go. Okay, now here's the game Kenny wanted to talk about so bad. Way to the
But-
Woods. The deer
Way
game.
to the woods.
Oh, the deer
I
game.
don't give.
Hey,
Yep.
the
I
deer
just-
game.
It's
It
the
looks-
deer game.
It looks pretty, and it's deer in cities. I'll probably get it.
Did you like the
'Cause
part where the deer smashed their head into the window?
into the vending
I
machine?
did.
Yeah.
Show the fuck out.
Okay. Gears of War.
It's
5.
No, it's just called
honestly,
Gears 5.
I thought
No, it's Gears 5.
I thought that the trailer was kind of dumb when she's like ah,
I was thinking,
like over
fucking
and
over.
over again.
Uh-huh.
It's like
I'm not sure what
just
that
like,
was.
get those guys back in. Man, she's got a lot of people in her. Jesus.
Yep, that's the whole point of the game.
Yeah,
It's not.
that's what happens when you get pregnant.
I've never played a Gears game, so I can't really. Does anyone here even play Gears? I just
Gears
know
of
the
War?
first two were
I
pretty good,
played.
Nope.
I just remember. I remember back when I was into Dark Side Phil back in like 2010 when like Gears of War 2 came out, and I was like, oh, this is a game, and then I never really wanted to engage with it again. I know it was 3. Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Do you guys remember? Hold on. This is like an E3 moment. Do you remember when they zoomed in under the stage
Yeah.
and there was like a whole league of like players on a computer
gamers,
and
yeah.
playing the game? They were playing the game, and then they showed none of that.
Yeah, they just show the character select screen, I think, or
That
the
fucking blew me away. Like
Yeah.
how
Why did they
much of
use
a
that? Why did they do that?
I don't know why they did that. How much of a fucking waste of time was that?
Someone
Hey,
designed down there.
it was cool.
Was
I
it?
mean, you know what, Alan, you're right. It was cool. They were playing in underneath the stage, and they were all like, "Hey, now back to you."
Hey, just so you know, we've been down here the whole time. Back to you guys.
All right, let's
And
move
then
on.
everybody's like, "Show us the game." All right, next
All right,
game.
another Lego game, sort of. Lego Forza. They came out with that Lego car. That was pretty.
Right.
Lego car for Forza. That honestly, like, if your car could like fall apart as you're driving, I would buy that game. Like,
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh, dude, that would be sick.
Mm-hmm.
like you're driving and it's like, oh, my top's gone. Oh, half of my car's gone. I'm still going though.
Yeah.
I would
that'd
have
be
been
sweet.
like, that would be so fucking
It
chill.
just makes me wish they made a Lego racer game instead of just.
I
kind of
guarantee you that's
DLC.
probably not the case. Like, oh man, imagine if you like drive through like a Lego house and you don't know if you're gonna destroy the Lego house or if it's gonna destroy your car.
Yeah.
Like, that would be fucking chill, but I honestly don't think that's what's gonna happen. I think it's just a bunch of Lego skins and that's about
Yeah,
it.
let's look at it like this. Let's forget about Forza for a second and just make a Lego car racing game.
I think that'd be so fun.
Because like there's so much you could do with that. Like, you know how Mario Kart has like those mystery boxes that you go through, right? What
Mhm.
if like instead of that in this Lego racing game, you pick up blocks.
Mhm.
And then while you're driving, you can also build more stuff on top of
seems
your
really
car
hard.
as you're driving.
That seems really hard to do.
That seems really hard to do. That'd be freaking amazing.
No, I'd say what would be interesting is that your car starts off already as a complete car, but it's a battle game where over time your car gets destroyed, and so you have to pick up random blocks and just lay them down so that they don't like shoot out your wheels or shoot out like important parts of your car. So like you start the game off with like a really cool looking car, but you end the game with like a fucking abomination
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to keep yourself alive.
That'd be
That
a
would
fun
be
party
awesome.
game. Yeah. I mean, Lego Racer already exists. It's a very old game, though.
It's also a very bad game.
It was a very bad game as well, but I think it would be cool. I don't think it'd be cool to be brought back, but I think it needs to be remade. Not remade, but a
Don't bring
proper
it back.
make of a Lego Racer game.
There we go.
Yeah.
An updated version.
Yes.
No,
A
not an
better
updated version.
A new
Just-
version.
A new game.
A new game.
A new. Just
Okay.
make Legos, you know. Just make cool Lego games.
All right, let's
Funky Pop Gears game. On
Okay,
app.
no, we're not talking about that.
Move.
Yep. Okay, this is the first
That's a
app we're
Matthew
gonna
game.
see. This is a Matthew game. What did I? What?
What?
Okay, I wrote down MMO, but I don't know what that
Oh,
means. Oh, is
yeah.
that
That was me. I
That
was
was you?
talking about it. It's Phantasy Star Online
That's
2.
it. That's it. Okay.
It's a Japanese anime MMO where you can dress up as a cute girl or a cute boy or a trap, and you can, you know, go out and have adventures. It's an MMO that came out in 2014.
Mhm.
And like as it came out in Japan, they were like, "Hey, you guys, guess what? 2015, it's coming to the West." It never came to the West.
Oh.
And they say it's going to release 2020 spring, which I highly doubt.
It's never gonna come ever.
No, I don't think it is. They're gonna delay it, or they're gonna bring up some
Oh,
excuses.
okay.
And like eventually they're gonna release like a video that says you just don't deserve it, you smelly boy. And then that's it.
But it's so easy. I'm sorry, never mind. I'm
And
gonna
then
rant
there
about
was
this.
another game announced right after that
Yeah.
called Crossfire, which is kind of like a tactical shooter game. And I think I think it's a game popular in Japan or China. I don't remember which. I think I heard that. It's like Crossfire X, I think. I don't think it's just Crossfire. I know nothing
Crossfire.
about
Alright,
it.
well,
It looked very
You've
You've
generic.
lost me.
That's
Don't care.
fair.
Move on.
I'll move on to another game you don't care about, Connor. Tales of Arise.
That's a game I care about. I like
that's a-
Tales of games.
Yeah.
Tales of Rise.
Tales
on my
of
list.
Another
Arise.
anime Kenny game.
It's an anime Kenny game.
Yeah.
It's where handsome
Box.
white-haired man with half a mask and face pulls out fire sword from chesticles of woman.
That sounds like any.
Yeah,
anime
everything
in
you
an
said
anime
there
game.
sounds horrible.
It sounds like I've heard it before.
Yeah, you probably have heard it before, but have you seen it
Isn't
in
that just
game
Xenoblade
form?
2?
No, you haven't. You have
Isn't that
actually. It is
Xenoblade
Xenoblade 2.
That is Xenoblade.
You're right. I've been duped. I've played Xenoblade 2.
Okay,
I'm
well,
the idiot.
since Kenny only cares about this game, I'm gonna move on. Borderlands 3. I mean,
Oopsie.
it's Borderlands 3.
I mean, we say oopsie, but it's probably gonna be a game that we
That's such an epic game.
probably
I think
buy.
it'll be fun with multiplayer. I don't know if I'd ever play it single player.
Less
I have-
streamers or villains. I hate everything about that game.
Wait,
Yeah.
streamers are villains? Is that what you
the
said?
main villains.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like they just made a new one of that just so they could make money. They are putting it on the Epic Store as well as streamers are villains, which is the most contrived plot I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't like the new characters or villains. They look kind of stupid.
I know.
That's fair.
They look
That's fair.
they look stupid, and the jacket over the shoulders is dumb. God, I don't like that. I don't like that girl. I think she looks really
They
stupid.
don't look human.
They don't.
Well, I mean,
look,
they're not supposed to.
I think Flack, that guy that summons those animal beasts,
Oh, he
he's the
looks
real
cool.
waifu.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
Mhm.
He's my honey bun.
Absolutely.
I mean, the only really cool thing that came out of this is more DLC for Borderlands 2, which kind of came out of nowhere. Not really cool, but I mean, it's just kind of weird that they're still giving Borderlands 2 more content, even though it's been out for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You're right about that.
What's that?
You're right about that.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Elden Ring.
Okay. Elden Ring.
Oh,
you guys enjoy that
George R. R.
cinematic?
Martin.
this is
Give
how
me
you
the
know
lore.
for sure he will. He'll never finish the Song of Ice and Fire. He's too busy pulling this shit. Are you kidding me?
I don't
Are
even
you
know what he did in
fucking-
this game. Did he actually write it, or did he just write the lore for it?
It's
He
not
helped
actually
produce it.
confirmed what he contributed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what he did, but I'm pretty sure he didn't do the programming, so
Well, no, yeah.
kind of narrows it down.
He didn't do any of the art design, probably. Probably just the
He
narration.
knows.
What if-
he knows
what if
how
he came
he
up
knows
with
how
the
to
title?
code Java.
He's the one who made the title. He made Elden Ring, and that's what they took from him and put his name on the box.
Yeah, they came with the,
Give
they
us
came
a
to with the Japanese
name!
title, right? They're like,
Uh-huh.
here's a Japanese title. And then George R. R. Martin is like, looks at it and is like, call it Elden Ring.
Yeah, he's on his
Ooh.
coffee break in Starbucks, and people just come up to him.
Hey,
Hey, what do you think about this concept?
like-
Hey, George, I have this cool idea.
no,
Sure, Japanese man.
We're gonna
Call
call
it
it
Elden Ring.
this. We're gonna call it this. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, George. He's like, I'm a little
Okay.
stinker, aren't I? He's like, okay.
You thought I was
George.
gonna finish Game of Thrones?
Jesus.
Let's
Idiot.
write a new book that's
Let's try it.
in the Game of
Just
Thrones
kidding.
universe, but
Just
not
kidding.
Song of Ice and Fire. He
All right.
literally did that.
Let's focus on the prequels.
I'm sorry, hold on. Let's continue talking about E3.
Yeah. I'm
Whatever.
interested to see what the gameplay's like for this one, if it's just going to be another Dark Souls kind of game.
Uh-huh. It probably
'Cause
is.
It's made by ID Software, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
So
by,
it's gonna be very Dark Soulsy,
specifically-
very Sekiro.
Sekiro,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
okay.
made by specifically Hidetaka Miyazaki, who does all the Souls and
Mhm.
Bloodborne.
It's surprising
games.
how fast this came out, though, or it was announced.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Sekiro just
I
came
mean,
out.
They all run on the same engine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Alright.
they're just working at the same time. And the
Maybe.
last,
Maybe
How
they're
about
just
that?
good developers. Did you think about that? Maybe everybody
True.
else is a shit developer.
Are we?
not wrong.
Are we still on Microsoft?
Yeah, there's one
Yeah.
more game.
60 games, Connor.
This is the longest list. Everything else is way shorter.
Yeah, everything else is way, way shorter.
Bethesda
Last
doesn't even
one
have
that
anything.
Bethesda doesn't get a spot.
I'm going to talk about Bethesda a bit, but yeah, that's next. But the last game that was announced at Microsoft's conference was Halo Infinite, which we were teased about a long time ago anyways, but we got a cinematic
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
Master Chief.
Mm-hmm.
I think we saw at least 3 seconds of gameplay.
I don't even think that was
Sort of.
gameplay.
Did
I
we?
don't think it was.
No.
Was that gameplay? I'm pretty sure it
looked like
wasn't.
it panned out to a camera,
It might have been a cutscene.
and then it stopped. It was a cutscene into gameplay, I think.
Maybe.
But I wouldn't say it's gameplay. It was cut off to game, not gameplay.
They showed like a HUD menu, kind of,
Yeah.
and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
And then they cut immediately back to the cutscene.
It just basically confirmed that we're playing Master Chief again.
Yep.
That's great. I
know you don't care, but people do care, Connor.
I like Halo. Connor, watch your fucking
Do you
language.
play Halo?
Oh, I should also talk about Game Pass a bit. Because they came out Game Pass. This is the first game kind of Netflixy sort of situation we got. Every single person here is doing something like that, which saddens me. I think it's a cool idea, but we don't need 5 different services that do the exact same thing. It's kind of stupid and ridiculous. But Game Pass looks kind of interesting. It was like $1 for a month, and then it's to $14 like every other service. And you could play the Halo, or you could play games on PC, Xbox games on PC, which I think is really cool.
That sounds pretty cool.
I think that's the biggest bonus out of any of the other Game Pass-esque services the other people brought. But yeah, that was the thing that
I think they had more to offer with the Game Pass, but still, it's a subscription
and it's just Xbox games.
Yeah, and it's a big nope.
So
next conference
on to Bethesda. Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
Bethesda.
Okay.
So I really don't. Okay, can I be honest? I don't want to talk about anything unless it's an actual game, because I just.
Okay, yeah, I'll go through.
I know you guys are gonna shit on.
Connor, what actual game did they show? They showed off like 2.
They showed off.
They showed off that very charming Japanese woman.
Okay.
The very charming Japanese.
That wasn't even gameplay. Although I do love Mikami. I think that's her name.
I know these names.
Okay, so the first thing I have written here is Todd Coward came onto stage.
What did you say, Todd Coward?
Yeah, because I hate what he did. It just felt so disingenuous what he did. He came up onto stage. He said, "Look, I know our last game really blowed, but hey, we'll do it right this time." And that's basically all he was there for. Was like
they didn't even say they'll do it right.
No, they was like.
Then he announced Battle Royale in the shittiest fucking engine you've ever seen.
Yeah, and it just, in the way the audience acted, felt so fake the whole time.
How are you a Bethesda fan, Connor?
It was. I mean, it's fine to like Bethesda for their old games. I like they put out Wolfenstein, which I really love. They put out old Elder Scrolls stuff that was good at the time.
Yeah, but what have they made recently?
Yeah,
Bethesda themselves. What did they make?
Yeah, what have they made
Fallout
recently
4
that's been good?
Maybe the last mediocre one.
I said that's been good.
I mean, that's I don't know.
Fallout 4 looked good.
Okay, first game. Not first game, Blades. Was the first thing announced, which is kind of a lame opening.
Switch.
Oh yeah,
That's
Switch
so
right?
funny.
A phone game to Switch, still free. People lost their minds when they heard that in the audience. I don't know why.
Wow, that's so cool. It's all I've ever wanted. Diablo 3.5.
It's not even Diablo. You just tap the screen.
I know.
Swing a sword. Okay. Next one. Fallout 76 update. Battle Royale mode.
Real games.
The Ring of Fire.
It's literally like the dumbest thing ever. Their whole fucking ploy was that it was all people, and then they realized nobody wants to play this stinking game.
Yeah.
So
they actually put gameplay into the game for the first time. But it might not be good gameplay. Who knows? The servers are probably.
I honestly think that Battle Royale for Fallout is not a bad idea. I think that for a system, it's a pretty good system to fit it with, but it's just like honestly, I'd be less mad at you if you had just done that when it was a craze,
Mhm.
not now.
Connor, do you think
When-
the game is gonna be good?
I hope that it's gonna be like an Elder Scrolls Online where it just got better over each patch, which actually did happen for that game. I mean, I still don't play Elder Scrolls Online. I've tried it probably 7 times. I can't stick it. But what was I saying? It might be good. Like if it might genuinely be good by the end,
Mhm.
but don't know when the end's gonna be there.
Yeah. I hope there's an end. Okay.
Uh,
Ghostwire Tokyo,
yeah.
which was introduced by the quirky girl that everyone fell in love
Quirky
with
girl.
instantly. Yeah, she was quirky. She was a good presenter. I have no idea what the game's about. It just showed kind of like a rapture
You're
event
in Tokyo.
happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you're in Tokyo. There's some
Yeah.
bad guys. You
Okay.
gotta
Bad
take
guys.
them down. You gotta
Wait,
take
I
them
don't
down.
even remember that in the trailer. I just remember people disappearing.
There's like a bunch of cultists who steal people.
Oh, is
Take
that
them
it?
down with your bow and arrow.
I don't remember this, but okay. I'll take your word for
You're a
it.
samurai.
Right? Oh yeah, I do remember that. Now that you mention it. I'm gonna move on though because there wasn't anything talked about unless there's something you want to say, but I
No,
don't.
move on.
Okay. Elder Scrolls Online got a update. What was it for again? It was a new area.
Who knows?
It was the third expansion of
Elsewhere.
Elsewhere,
I
that's it.
believe.
Yeah. Kitty, fun. That's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna look elsewhere though.
There's dragons. There's dragons in it for some fucking reason. I don't get that. Elsewhere, I mean, they probably pulled some lore bullshit to describe and explain how dragons are there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is that the only reason why dragons are in Skyrim is because Alduin considered that the end of times, and he was the thing that could bring them back. So makes me wonder how they came back since it's in between
Oh, you
them
nerd.
putting him away via the Elder Scrolls and Skyrim. So it's like, what gives?
Let's
Seems
talk
like
about
you're
the
just
next
kind of.
game.
Yeah,
why
let's talk
not?
about the next game.
Let's talk about.
Let's
Let's
just
talk about the next.
I'm just gonna say the
game.
name. Commander Keen. Next game.
It's the dumbest concept I've ever
What
heard.
did I do this? What is this? Oh, Legends. And then I have Gold Crab next to it.
Is it just literally a mobile game?
It is a mobile game.
It's a mobile game that was.
Did they release more mobile games than actual games this
Yeah,
this
the next one's
presentation?
literally Legends, the card game on phone. And in the trailer, you see the Gold Crab. Remember that? The first DLC item on the Steam Workshop that was pay for. Remember the Gold Crab?
Yeah.
On Skyrim?
Yeah.
That was there in the trailer, and then I lost my mind. That's not a good way to represent your business. I feel.
I don't know what the fuck Bethesda's up to. I can honestly hope for the best when it comes to Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
If not, it's gonna be a real fucking bummer if this game is garbage.
I just hope it's not the same engine. I hope they change.
It's gonna be the same engine.
I don't want to play it. I already think it's gonna be bad. Based off of what
I don't think it's gonna be bad because I think that I don't know. I think people honestly people still enjoyed Fallout 4 even though it was a bad game. Like
yeah, I mean Fallout 4 was I heard wasn't
so like
bad.
it's one of their slow churn games and
it's just like
despite
it's not
the
growing
shitty
with the time.
I mean well one because they don't want to rush products and the issue is that that's fine. But if that's the case, don't come to E3.
Yeah, don't announce it.
Don't announce stupid things that aren't worth our time.
Yeah.
Stop trying to equate like Fallout like actual entries to the series as equals to fucking app games and like fucking Commander Keen. What on earth? What on earth is that?
I don't even know
I feel
what
like
it
that's a
is.
joke.
They
It's
they showed
literally
gameplay, but I have no idea what was going on during
it's
it.
worse than one of the indie games that they had at Microsoft.
All the
I
indie
don't
games at
know.
Microsoft are good.
I'm honestly more upset about Bethesda than any of you guys. I'm more
Yeah.
because I don't know. That's my cousin, and
Not your
my
cousin.
cousin's just doing meth.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your cousin. But speaking of your cousin, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Wow.
That had nothing to do with your cousin. I'm sorry. I couldn't fit a segue.
Nothing to do with my cousin. Nothing to do. You little bitch.
I mean, this is another spin-off series of not another, but it's a spin-off series of Wolfenstein 2 that's kind of a sequel to the previous one, Old Blood. And it's about, I think it was two sisters, I think it was. So it's co-op, but we didn't see any gameplay, just kind of another trailer. I'm kind of excited for it. I haven't played Wolfenstein 2 yet. I need to. I'm going to move on to Deathloop, which didn't really look that interesting to me.
Don't care. Move
It
on.
was
Personally.
Lee from The Walking Dead killing random other girl from The Walking something.
Yeah, I mean, I think based off of what they showed, the gameplay might be interesting. It looks like you against random bots, but there's also someone else in there trying to get you
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but it seems like an interesting concept. I'll have to wait and see. And then the actual game that everyone wanted to see there was Doom Eternal. And that game looks hella good, but we already
Which
knew
was,
that.
more Doom.
It was more Doom. But I did like how they showed off more movement abilities. That's appreciated,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is really cool. It's Doom. Can't go wrong there. And then paired with this is they brought out, or they told us about Orion, which is like not really a streaming service like Microsoft's doing, but it's sort of like Google's doing the same
Worse.
thing where it's to stream to your phone from
Cloud gaming.
yeah, cloud gaming, basically. So you could play a game on your low spec computer running off from the company's computer that can actually run it. And you're just seeing a stream of it, supposedly without any lag or delay in inputs, which is kind of hard to believe, but I'll believe it when I see it. Which
Mm-hmm.
they did show us on a phone on stage, but I don't know how good the internet there was. So people with bad internet, it might not be good for. But yeah,
Cloud gaming isn't attainable for the next couple years, in my opinion.
I
It's
think
not reasonable.
yeah, I don't.
I'm
think
gonna
you
give it
can
5
market it.
years.
I think
I'm
I'll
kind
give
of-
it 4,
Just whatever.
maybe 3, because we do have the
Stupid,
technology. It's
whatever.
just kind of hard with internet services not being
Yeah,
easy to
I got a
work with.
bad case of the dumb bitch, and I don't care.
Okay, that's fair. You dumb bitch. Let's move on to
Ubisoft.
no, not Ubisoft.
Oh no, let's go to
Devolver.
Devolver Digital. The
Which
one conference that I made purposefully Alan miss.
yeah.
Thank
it's
you,
alright.
Kenny. You made us wait 3 hours when it was
It was already
literally
happening.
next.
We just watched bad anime while we waited, and we missed it, so we had to watch.
I only
the
watched a
video.
couple minutes of it, but it seemed entertaining. Like I enjoyed watching the
Yeah.
moments I did watch. I think I like the idea of like the Wipeout battle royale game where
Yeah,
it's
the
100 of
Fall
you and you're
Guys,
all,
whatever.
Human Fallout. Yeah.
Human
yeah,
Fallout.
that looks
Fall Flat, I'm
actually
sorry.
that actually seems like fun.
Yeah, all their games look fun, but let's see, they only showed off 4 games. No, there's probably more than 4 games, but that's all I have written.
Yep, let's move on.
The only thing I wanted to mention here was the arcade Gungeon machine, the cabinet, I think they call it. I thought that looked really cool, and that it's going to be shipped to arcades, and I want to try
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. It was like
We
House of the Gun Dead.
Yeah, we need more arcade games, really.
Yeah, bring it back. And then there's like a Messenger deal or sequel or DLC. I'm not sure. There's Carry On. And then there was like
Oh, dude,
bootleg
Carry On
Devolver
looks
games.
amazing.
Yeah, that was with the kind of like SCP monster escaping in a way.
I don't know. I just love it. It's
It looked
beautiful.
fun.
Being the big
Yeah.
baddie.
So that's Devolver. I don't think there's
I wanna-
much to talk about.
I really wish arcades were a bigger deal.
Also, one other thing that Devolver
Mhm.
did. I'm sorry, Connor, I cut you off.
Don't say sorry. Just do it.
No, I'm a little
Okay.
bastard, man.
Don't say it.
Go on.
Me?
Oh,
Wait,
okay. I'm
am
sorry.
I talking?
I think my internet's breaking up.
Oh, Kenny. Kenny, no. Get closer
Almost
to your
seems
neighbors.
like we need to do. Maybe we need to do a part 2.
Maybe we
Really?
do need to do a part 2. But you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Maybe because I'll survive. Maybe. I don't know.
We'll
Maybe
see.
not. We'll see. But I just wanted to bring up that Devolver bootlegged most of their library,
Yeah,
or like a specific set of their library games.
Mhm.
And I
like
think that's
8-bit, 16-bit.
yeah. I think that's just so
So,
amazing. I mean,
I think
all
it's
their
cool.
games are 8-bit and 16-bit, but they revised all of their games to be bootleg versions of them.
Yeah.
I think that
What
was
does that mean?
so creative.
Like it's lower
They
quality
re-released
res
all their games, but in worse quality for a very cheap price
Yeah.
in a bundle
Uh-huh.
pack.
It looks fun.
It looks very fun.
Okay. So we move on to Ubisoft.
Sure. Yeah. Hold on.
I'll probably go through this really fast because most of it is like the Ghost Recon games. For the what is
I
it?
did not watch Ubisoft, so
That's fair. You didn't really miss anything. First thing they did was the Assassin's Creed Symphony. They played music from all the Assassin's Creed games, which is cool. And they were advertising the tour of the orchestra going around, which is kind of nice, I guess. And then the only game here that looked kind of interesting, I think, was the Watch Dogs Legion, where they put the most effort in talking to us about. And the first time we saw gameplay. Everyone, where did it? What? Hello?
Hello?
I think we've all like.
What's
just don't-
happening?
I don't care.
I'm gonna go
Internet's
through this
breaking down.
fast.
Go.
Watch Dogs. What do you think? Plays ground.
It looks
Stupid gimmick.
like a game.
Stupid gimmick.
It looks very interesting. I don't know if it's a stupid gimmick. I think it makes the world feel more real for what they're going for. But I don't know if it's going to be a better game than previous Watch Dogs.
I think all the other Watch Dog games sucked. So this one looked actually a little more promising than the other things. Because it's not focused on hacking or anything. It's focused on like recruiting people. And I like that you can play as everyone. You have a different character every single time. They say every character has a different storyline, a different background, different relationships, which is a huge promise, and I have no idea how they're going to do it. But I'll keep my eye out to see what happens. Is anyone here even interested?
Kinda.
Yeah. I honestly I spaced out. I don't even remember what you said.
Okay, we'll move on then. Mythic Quest, the people from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I believe it was, are making a game about game development.
No, they're making a show.
They're making a show about a development team making a MMO, and personally, I don't think it looks good at all. Because I was kind of hoping it would focus on like the downfalls of video gaming culture and the business, but it just kind of focused on this egocentric CEO of the company. But yeah, what?
Move on.
Okay.
Christ.
Rainbow Six Siege stuff. I don't really care about this. I know Orvin in the chat does, but it's containment breach. No, what is it? It's like quarantine, I think it was called.
There is a Rainbow Six Quarantine. Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I don't really know what to talk about that with.
They didn't show any gameplay of it, so it was hard to
what
gauge.
it is. Then there was a new character in Brawlhalla. We got
Oh,
Finn
yeah.
Jake. Oh, and Bubblegum, Princess Bubblegum.
Hmm.
And I forgot who the rainbow
Rainbow.
princess is, but okay. Her too. And Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Hey, look at that, dude! You guys remember, uh, John Bernthal from The Punisher? Do you
Oh, yeah,
remember
that was
him from
him.
The Walking Dead?
Everyone knew him from The Walking Dead. He came out with a dog.
Do you remember him from that one guy that died instantly in Baby Driver?
Spoiler.
He didn't die. He didn't die.
He
Spoiler.
disappeared instantly
He
from
left.
Baby Driver.
Can't watch it yet.
Yeah, he didn't die though. You're a bastard. How
Well,
dare
he
you?
said this line. This was
dare
his
you.
last line. This was his last line. I remember it specifically. If you don't see me after this, then I'm probably dead.
So he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
In canon.
Let's
I'm
see.
sorry.
It's bullshit.
But I mean, yeah, you know, there's no gameplay.
No,
It's
no,
hard to
Yeah,
gauge.
there's not much there. Another mobile
Don't-
game, Delta Company, I think it was. Or is that Tom Clancy?
Oh
I
my
don't know which is
gosh. You guys are literally starving me with mobile apps.
which. Then we
It's a Matthew game.
Oh,
yeah, it is. Then we got another Just Dance, of course. You have to get one every year. This time it
which
wasn't
is
at the beginning.
which
though.
is also
It's
on
expected.
the Wii too.
Oh yeah, it was brought to the Wii, not the Wii U, which is weird.
It's on the Switch as well, but it's also on the Wii because of rehabilitation centers love using their games.
And then they danced for us for our entertainment. I wasn't entertained.
I fucking hate that part.
They did. The
It's like
chicken
we
dance,
get it.
whatever.
You have a game. You have a fucking game. Stop.
I'm just glad it
Not-
didn't last
hey.
that long.
Knock it off.
What if they made everyone in the audience start flossing?
You have to dance.
Then we got.
You just
what
gotta.
is this again? We got a For Honor DLC expansion esque thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we got some
Shadows-
DLC for that dead game.
Shadows
Cool.
of Hitokiri.
Hitokiri.
Yeah, that. I'm not Asian. I can't speak it. Let's see. And then I have Rainbow Six Quarantine here again. I think the Rainbow Six thing before was talking about like the competitiveness, whatever. Division 2, you know that game that was talked about maybe like 3 years ago,
Yeah,
and it's been out for a long time, I think, right? Or has it not come out yet?
it's come out. It's been out for like 2 months.
Yeah, okay. Why did they have to show it here? Who knows? I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna put my foot down. We got 6 more minutes.
Okay, Netflix movie game. I don't know.
No one cares. All right, keep
No.
going.
Roller Champions.
From now on, hold on, Cameron, the list is too long. If this was a 3-hour podcast, I'd be fine with it. But apparently, Connor's
World
tumblies
Champion
are
seems
rumbling.
fun.
Okay, do you want to do?
Just go to Nintendo. Just go to Nintendo.
Let's do a
Just go.
two-parter.
Yeah, just go to Nintendo.
We'll do it to part 2 next
Part
time.
2.
I'm
Or do you wanna
sorry,
just do it.
but let's end it at Ubisoft.
Oh.
Yeah,
Get done with
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft and we'll end
Roller
it there.
Champions kind of looks like Rocket League.
Yep.
In a way,
Yeah.
I think it looks
totally
fun.
Rocket League.
but
I think it's like a blend of Rocket League and maybe Jet Set Radio, but then at
Yeah.
the same time, I don't even know.
I mean, it looks fun. You could play it. I think it was for free as soon as E3 was over. You could play it online. It was
Mhm.
demo for like 2 weeks, I think. Then there was Gods and Monsters, which everyone was interested in beforehand, wondering what it was going to be. It was said to be kind of like Breath of the Wild
Kind of.
in a way, but it doesn't really look like that, from what I could tell.
There's a movie called Gods and Monsters.
That's
It
not
was
what
released
it is.
in 1998.
Yep.
Hey,
They're
Bill-
releasing that movie again. They're remastering it. We got Vin Diesel in it. I am totally making this up. It's been too long. Where is everyone? Where are my friends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we're done. That was the last game, so
Was that the last game?
yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft
Let's
was kind
just
of
be
let
honest.
down.
At the end, Ubisoft dropped the ball.
They did pretty hard. I mean,
It
World of
ended.
Champions look. That's. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about specifically how they ended their conference. It
Yeah.
ended, and no one knew it ended.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Yep.
like, "What's going on?" Is
And
this?
it just panned away.
It was like, "All right, get ready for Rainbow Six versus something." It was
Yeah.
like a esports thing, I think.
Well, that's over with.
Oh my gosh. So, out of these three, who performed the best? Microsoft,
Microsoft. You said
Bethesda.
It was Microsoft, buddy.
Yeah,
It was Microsoft. It was
It's
Microsoft.
like no competition at all.
honestly.
Tune in next time
It
where
was
we
Devolver
decide
Digital.
who's better, Nintendo or Squeenix.
We'll figure.
I did not watch Square Enix. Oh,
Well, you can
shit.
do that.
Oh.
Right now.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Say the thing you do, Kenny.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this week's podcast. That's on a Wednesday instead of a Saturday. And you know what? Our schedule may start changing very soon, considering that Connor's Saturday nights are no longer open.
Yep. No, I'm working. I'm a working man. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a
Well,
little
regardless,
kid.
this podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry
Bye-bye.
you had to suffer.
All right. Are you ready for E3 2019 Part 2, Part 2?
I'm ready for part 3.
Let's do that then.
Okay. We'll just skip part 2.
Okay. So, last time we left off on our discussion of both. Not both. Was it? We talked about Microsoft
Talk about Microsoft
and Ubisoft.
And Ubisoft?
The conferences.
and Bethesda.
Oh, Bethesda. That's who I was missing.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about what happened last part.
Last
'Cause-
part.
Yeah, we went through it really quick.
Oh yeah, we went through Ubisoft real quick because
Yeah. 'Cause
wasn't really a big fan of their conference.
I think we all just wanted to get to Nintendo for the most
Yeah.
part. Except
But
I don't actually Connor didn't even watch Square Enix. Did you watch Nintendo? I think you did.
yeah, I watched all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, going down from the order, continuing on from where we left off,
Oh.
the next conference that was aired was the Square Enix E3 2019 conference. Squeenix.
Yeah, we
know.
should also say Connor's not here. Just
Connor's
for
not here.
clarity's sake, we lost him along the way from part
Connor's
1 to part
playing?
2.
He's gone playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Is he playing?
That
I thought
bastard!
Oh yeah, I guess he is. He's running a campaign or something. Oh
Yeah.
well. Alan, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, good. I didn't want to lose another one.
Okay.
I should also say we missed 2 things from the previous part about
That's true.
Ubisoft. I'll just
Mhm.
mention them here. We're not going to go into depth about them because I don't think any of us really were that excited for it. But the first thing is the Division movie on Netflix, which I'm not going to watch. I'll tell you
Tom
that.
Clancy's The Division on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused now because Tom Clancy, I don't know if he ever wrote a book called The Division. I believe The Division was just like a concept, like a random concept he threw out there.
He did?
Yeah. Tom Clancy is like a novelist.
Yeah. Are most of his games based off books or
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty
for the most
sure.
part? I just know there's a lot of them. There's so
Tom
many
Clancy.
of them, both games and books.
But I mean, a book. Are you excited to see The Division on Netflix as a movie
No.
starring, I don't know.
Did they even say anything about it other than it's coming to Netflix?
I think that's all they said.
Yeah, okay.
And then he
it wasn't
left.
that big. Yeah.
All right. And what's the second thing we
The
missed?
second thing was like the last thing they showed off was another service for playing games,
Mm-hmm.
which was Uplay Plus. Like
Uplay Plus.
I'm tired of all these services. I wish they could all just be friends and put it onto one service. I
Mhm.
don't need like 5 services to pay from, and I'm not gonna buy a service just to play Uplay game or is it
You
Uplay? Uplay games,
no
Ubisoft games.
Ubisoft games,
Yeah.
exclusively Ubisoft games. Now, I'm not entirely sure what their subscription entails. Like,
It's
if they
like,
release a new game, will you be able to play that
oh yeah,
game?
if it's up to date with the current library, I don't know.
Uh,
It probably does. They don't have that many games, but they
like
have
I'm
quite a
wondering,
bit.
like, will you be able to play that game on release, on the day of release?
Only if it's on the Epic Store.
Okay, it makes sense.
Of course.
All right, Ubisoft. Okay, I don't want to talk about Ubisoft anymore.
Okay.
Ubisoft it makes me sad.
Yep.
Now let's move on to Square Enix.
Something that makes you happy. I'm
Something that
sure.
makes me happy. I've not been happy with Square Enix these past few past few years.
What about this year though?
Specifically because they never really show anything interesting. They just
Oh yeah,
show
it was really short
cinematic
last
stuff.
year.
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad last year. They
They
just showed a
just-
video and then it ended, and then no one knew
Yeah,
what happened.
I remember
But
like they showed the same Kingdom Hearts trailer that everyone else had.
yeah. Everybody used that same video.
Yeah, and the audio was terrible. Oh,
Oh my
let's not
gosh.
talk about last year. We'll talk about this year.
But this year,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Alan. What did you say?
No, nothing.
I think.
All
it's
right,
like
so this
Hulu.
year, stop, please, do more. Last year I lost track of what I was saying because Alan uwooed. So first off, they showed off the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Mm-hmm.
They showed off a trailer, like a brief snippet, and then they showed off actual gameplay,
Yes,
and
for
that
the
blew
first
me
time.
away.
The first gameplay
That's the first
of the
time
day, I think, and no week conference.
of the week of the conference. Yeah,
I don't think there's any more gameplay from any other games except from some of the indie games because they're not going to get CGI trailers.
I mean, it was like a real live breakdown of the mechanics of what was going on and what you could do and what the game entailed. And I was like, wow, damn, this game looks pretty good.
I was never a huge fan of Final Fantasy in general.
Uh-huh.
They all look kind of typical. I liked 10 a bit. That was really fun. The story was stupid and the voice acting was kind of
I'll kill you.
That was like the only Final Fantasy game I played.
Uh-huh.
What was that one character who like laughed terribly?
Tidus?
Was that it? He was like,
First off, let me give you some context about why people think he has a worse laugh. Because, he's like, ah ha ha ha. First off, all right,
that's Mark.
he's laughing like that because he knows it's a fake laugh. And he's doing it because he's trying to make a girl feel better. Like a
okay.
gentleman.
Oh, you're defending him.
I don't think so.
I think it sounds like Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, it does sound like Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau level acting.
You guys you don't even know the context. It's like
I played the game.
I mean, it still sounds cringy.
I mean, of course, it's supposed to sound cringy. It was meant to sound that way.
Well, I'm not
because
sold,
right
Kenny.
after they did that, they genuinely started laughing.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna school you. Watch this. Watch.
Right.
Never mind. I won't do it now.
Not now. Not during the podcast, please.
Not during the podcast. But you know what? After, dude, the gloves are coming off.
I'm gonna get it. Okay, Final Fantasy VII though.
Final Fantasy VII though, I was really surprised. I thought this game was gonna be really, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Kingdom
generic.
Heartsy?
Kingdom Heartsy, kind of, but I was scared that they were going to pull off a Final Fantasy 15, like it was going to be some sort of reskin, and where everything looked kind of floaty. There was something off about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the writing would be a little cringy. But the writing, from what I see so far, the dialogue, it seems typically anime. It has an anime feel to it, which is fine. It's Japanese stuff.
Yeah.
But man, everything else about it, the music, the graphics, the whole evolution of active time battle.
Mm-hmm. That's what surprised me the most because I love turn-based action.
Uh-huh.
It's like my favorite playstyle in most RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
And there hasn't been a lot of good ones recently. People,
Mm.
there hasn't been many turn-based. I mean, Pokemon's the only big one I could think of. We'll get there, Alan. We'll get there. That's coming later. But I'm excited for this combat. I was really fascinated with it.
Uh-huh.
Because
Now,
does it use the gauge meter thing again?
it
So
does use this ATB system, which is like an active time battle system. So you attack a person and it fills a bar, a gauge, and it recharges by itself if you just stand still. But attacking the person increases the amount that it goes up by.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's such a natural evolution of the whole the previous 1997 Final Fantasy 7
Mhm.
that's whole entire like turn-based system. I feel like it's such a like natural progression of what it is. And that shocked me. I was like, "Huh, it seems so obvious now that I look at it, but
Mhm. I also like
oh
the
man.
fact that they said you can change the control so it's kind of like the newer Final Fantasy where you don't really have to use
Oh,
turn
true,
base.
true.
You could map them to a button on your controller. So
Mhm.
if you press it, it automatically does the attack. You don't have to pause it and go through a menu and decide
Yeah,
what to
yeah.
do. You could just be
So it's
instantaneous.
it's like this weird mix of strategy and action,
Mhm.
and I don't think I've ever seen that before. I might have seen that before, but no other game sort of comes to mind currently.
Sure. I
I don't have an opinion.
You don't have an
Okay,
opinion?
how's this as an opinion? They showed
Okay.
off like a cute girl.
Oh, pretty cool.
I don't know, that's pretty cool, right?
Is it what was her name?
Tifa.
Tifa, that's it. I didn't want to get it wrong.
Doesn't
But
she?
she's probably my favorite Final Fantasy character, even though I've never played the game. Based off
Cool.
looks alone.
She's a pretty cool character, let me just
Yeah.
say.
Shh, relax.
I'm sorry.
Annie, this is a PG-12 podcast.
PG-12.
You know what? You're fucking right.
Remember the first podcast where you never wanted us to swear?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
wasn't that Connor?
No, that was Kenny.
No,
Oh, I
was it?
don't-
Yeah, it
you guys
was.
are fucking
Was?
Yeah, it was. The
Oh,
first
it
episode
was!
is named because of you.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's fucking keep going.
bitch.
Let's follow it
So-
up with another great game. Life is
Yeah.
Strange.
Life is Strange too. That's not a great game.
No. But it's so
It
weird to be
kinda-
followed up by. Like, Final Fantasy VII gameplay just ended, and then suddenly we jump into Life is Strange. And
Yeah,
we get to see
it
Twitch
felt
streamers.
really disorganized.
Mhm.
Like I felt if they were going for the Final Fantasy hype train, they should have kept with the theme of releasing or like showcasing Final Fantasy 7 or
Sure.
other Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
But you know,
progress.
they kind of did it out of order. They did Life is Strange too.
That seemed
I
really
don't
weird.
like Life is Strange.
That seems like a middle of the conference sort of game to show off.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I mean, to be fair, this was like what 20, 30 minutes in.
Yeah. It was a long time.
It was,
But I mean, this
really
is
long.
just kind of the start of it. But,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have many opinions on this. I just want to say that I hate it when at these conferences they show off YouTubers and Twitch streamers
Mm-hmm.
as reacting to the game. And it just
Look at these
seems
popular people.
it just seems really fake, most of them.
Does it? I mean, I feel like the reactions from the YouTubers is probably like in moment, like real, but they clipped it in such a way
Yeah.
where it seems so fake.
Yeah. It's
And I'm just so curious,
hurt.
like, what's going through your mind when you're editing this?
like they just
Like-
show a bunch of people screaming about a dog on the screen.
Like,
It's
what was
oh,
your intention? What was your intent?
I guess because it's sad or something. That's
No
selling
one
the sadness.
cares, dude.
I care.
No one-
I mean, I don't care about the game, but I care about
No, exactly. That's what I
properly
mean.
revealing a game.
Mm. Well, I mean, what came after that? Because I don't know what came after that.
Crystal Chronicles?
That's
Dude,
the
I love
mobile
that
game.
game.
Is that
No, it's not. It's not a mobile game.
It's
No.
not?
It's not.
No, Crystal Chronicles isn't a mobile game. I played that game for the GameCube.
Want to talk about it?
It's a good game.
The game? I don't remember this at the conference. To be
It's like
totally
it's like an RPG, like basically like your Fire Emblem, Pokemon, but it can be multiplayer, so that's fun.
Just so you know, I don't know many of these Square Enix games, so I'm going to be very confused. I totally forgot everything in it except for like a few of the games.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't my conference.
That's fair. Wait,
Yeah,
Crystal Chronicles was it like a Fire Emblem game?
I remember they
I'm
showed
looking
off
at
a lot of
images
RPGs.
of it
So.
right now, and it looks like a. It doesn't look like a Fire Emblem game. It looks like a 4-player beat 'em up.
What?
It's an RPG, brother.
No, it looks like there's 4
I think
characters
it's
on
an
screen.
RPG.
It's an
Yeah,
isometric viewpoint, and they look like they're
Oh, is that the
beating them
one
up.
where it's?
it's not a beat 'em up. I'm pretty sure.
It's
I
not.
could be wrong.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong game.
I think there's another game where it's kind of like half turn-based as well. I wonder if that's
Half
this
turn
one.
based. I don't know.
Oh, well, I'll move on. I don't
Move
know.
on, please. I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm completely lost as well. But Octopath Traveler is now coming to PC, which is really great after I bought it on Switch. So
I know that was like immediate. Hey
yeah,
guys, Octopath Travelers coming on PC.
that game's really fun though. I haven't gone past like the tutorial part, not tutorial, but like collecting all the characters first,
Oh,
and then
the
you branch
whole
out.
chapter 1.
Yeah. I have like
Mhm.
2 more characters left.
Well, I mean, technically, can't you just keep going with other people's chapters without even touching the other?
Yeah, but I'm a completionist,
True.
and I want to complete chapter 1 before moving on.
Yeah, if I know you as a gamer, you always complete all your games.
I always,
Bitch.
yeah. What Alan
Bitch.
said. Okay, so
It takes a lot of time
that's not really
and
new.
dedication.
It does. It wastes a lot of time as well. Like in Witcher 3 when I collected all the freaking Gwent cards.
But dude, that's so rewarding though. Gwen
It
is so
is.
fun.
It was hard because there's like
Hold
2
on.
tournaments. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was about to like derail the conversation into like a whole Gwent thing, but never
Oh yeah.
mind. Keep going. Keep going with our E3 Square Enix.
Okay. Let's see. Last Remnant remake.
This is one of my favorite strategy games of all time.
Oh really?
It's like a turn-based strategy. It's it's not like your Age of Empires or Total War.
Mhm.
It's more RPG based. Like there's a turn order. Um, there's like positioning and all that jazz.
Mhm.
But there's like this whole strategy mechanic between building your characters, building your party, and you have such a huge cast of characters just to recruit. And it's wow, awesome game, but really shitty writing.
Okay.
So it's one of those, coin flips. You either hate
Alright.
it or you love it.
Yeah. I'll have to check
But
some of these out because I
yeah,
do love RPGs and
hmm
turn-based in general. So maybe I should give it more of a shot. I don't know.
maybe it's
Was it coming to
cringy.
Switch?
It's coming to, well, yes.
Okay.
I'm struggling here because I was about to say it's on Steam, but they removed it from Steam.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, let's move on to Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Isn't that just like Minecraft?
It's an anime Minecraft.
It looks better than Minecraft, in my opinion.
Honestly, it looks adorable, and
Yeah.
I would totally play it if my friends also got it, but I know that my friends don't like Dragon Quest or anime.
I don't hate it. I just don't know what it is. I'm just clueless.
Yeah, I don't really have any feelings towards Dragon Quest other than they got a character in Smash, and that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
That's
All
pretty
right,
cool.
that's pretty cool. That means you guys are totally gonna get it then, right?
No.
No,
Not when it's like $60. It's not worth my time.
True, it is $60.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
That's a hardcore investment.
Switch games stayed $60 for so long.
They always stay $60.
It's a little absurd. Then more Dragon Quest stuff. Definitive Edition.
Oh man, the Dragon Quest
Switch,
11
yeah.
Definitive Edition. Yeah, it's coming to exclusively Switch, which I don't know why Japanese developers do this.
Mm-hmm.
They make like the definitive editions after like a game has been released,
Yeah.
and they only release it for an exclusive console. This is happening with Persona 5 as well.
Yeah.
I
And-
think it might be to make more money. Did you consider that?
I mean, sure, to make more money, but then you would consider that these third-party Japanese developers would release it to all systems to sort of branch out, you know?
But what company are they all selling it to?
Well,
Nintendo.
and or Sony. But the thing about Dragon Quest is it's already released on the PS4 and PC.
Mhm.
But then they're remaking a definitive edition exclusively for the Switch.
Maybe
And I just don't understand the marketing behind that.
maybe it's just because it's getting a character on Smash and it's just kind of partnering up. It was like part of the deal or something. Who knows?
I mean, that's true. They did announce Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch first, and then that never came out until now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Japanese people frustrate me.
Do they?
They do.
Aggravate you?
They do aggravate me.
Huh.
Are you leading me somewhere?
No, you're leading yourself there, but I'm gonna move on.
Okay.
Battalion, which looks like just another strategy shooter. Not really strategy shooter, just a FPS game.
Do you guys
What?
do you guys think our friend Orvin would like it because he likes army first-person shooters?
He'd rather play like Heroes and Generals or maybe Verdun.
I looked at this game.
This game doesn't look that good.
It looked really bad.
Yeah. It looks very old and outdated. Looks like something I would have played in like the 2010s.
I think even before that, it might be like a 2009.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Maybe. Like a decade ago at least.
It just doesn't look fully. It's not done yet. It looks like early access basically, which I think it might be. I don't know. Who knows?
One thing's for sure, we're not gonna get it.
It looks bad.
It looks pretty bad. What's the next game?
It's Orvin's in the chat. He said it's trash. Don't ever. I don't know if he's talking about Battalion.
I think he's talking about that game.
Okay. So
Don't ever what?
In the chat, he said it's trash. The game.
Okay.
Battalion. Just so everyone would know.
Okay.
Next, they showed off that Square Enix music is going to be public. I don't know where.
Oh, I don't know. I always assumed it was public, but I guess they're bringing it to like Spotify or something.
Is it Spotify or do they have their own like music
app
platform?
I don't know.
App. It might be its own app. Now that I think about it, I think they showed that off as well. But that was like a short little tidbit, like just so you know.
You can now listen to Final Fantasy music on the go.
Okay, this one you're gonna need to help me with. Shadowbringers Final Fantasy Online.
Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn Shadowbringers expansion.
Yeah.
Expansion 3, to be precise. This, I know so much about this game, even though I haven't even touched it. They're bringing some new edgy shadow stuff into the game, and a lot of people eat it up, and a lot of people really like it.
All right. Is it a pretty popular MMO?
It's, I think, next to Elder Scrolls Online, it's one of the most popular MMOs.
Okay, cool. Is it free or do you have to pay for it on like PlayStation?
It's a subscription base.
Is it on PC or is it PlayStation only?
It's both.
Oh, is it? I always thought it was
it's
only
both.
on console. Okay.
I think it's also on Xbox One, maybe.
Okay. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Dying Light 2, they showed off.
Dying Light 2.
It just looks more of the first game.
That kind of caught me off guard. Is Dying Light a Square Enix game?
I thought it was, yeah.
Huh. I always thought it was like someone else's.
Look it up. You could fact check it.
I don't want to fact check it.
Okay.
Because I didn't like the first Dying Light, and nothing about the second game really catches me. So, I mean, maybe it's gonna be good.
says the developers is Techland, but I don't know if that's published by Square Enix. Oh wait, maybe it's not. I don't think it was published by Square Enix originally. I think the second one is though.
Uh-huh.
They
Okay.
partnered up. But yeah, that just looks like the same kind of game. I don't know what the difference is though.
The difference is it has
Yeah.
more color?
Maybe?
Maybe?
I don't know. I didn't get anything from the trailer. So
They were jumping and hopping.
yeah. Okay, the next one was Romancing Saga.
This is an old Japanese game that
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to release in the West, but I never did.
Okay.
So I guess they're
Oh,
now
that's
just
right, I did hear
porting it
about
over.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bring it to the Westerners.
Bringing it to the Switch too, I believe.
Ooh.
You know, man, the Switch is getting more and more stuff, and it's becoming like my favorite console.
Yeah, I like the exclusivity of it. I used to love Sony for all its exclusive games, but now it just seems like it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They only get an exclusive like once every 3 years.
I'd say they give
Maybe two.
get an exclusive maybe once every couple of months.
Oh, really?
But the Nintendo's just got that bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, just
It just
everything.
keeps going.
Yeah. And then there was Saga Scarlet Grace, which I think is part of Romancing Saga. I don't know what that was.
Who
I
has any
don't
idea?
know.
I think it's just another series of games.
It's another one of those games.
Yeah.
One of those.
They just brought them back. War of the Visions.
No, this is an MMO, not MMO, mobile game. This is a Matthew game.
This is the okay, yeah.
Big Matthew.
This is the Fire Emblem-esque tactical.
I do remember this. Okay.
one.
Oh yeah. It's like
Now-
it reminds me of Heroes versus Generals or something like that.
Oh, really?
Heroes vs. Generals, really?
Was it?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think you're wrong.
It has like tiles, red and blue tiles.
Yeah.
Oh no, isn't it like that other game?
Players.
XCOM?
Kind of.
That's the only other one I could think of. That's tile based.
Yeah,
Even though there's a lot.
you're kind of right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a mobile game that's sort of taking some inspirations from a previous game called Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions. It's sort of expanding on that system, I believe,
Mhm.
but exclusively in mobile form. Which, has me raves an eye. But
Or two.
both my eyes are wide open, but I don't think I'll play this game. It just...
Yeah.
Doesn't interest you at all?
Well, no, Square Enix is notorious for making bad mobile games.
Yeah. Is it usually like cash grabs usually?
It's 100% cash
Yeah.
grabs.
Isn't that what most mobile games are?
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I hate our friend Matthew for
He's trying to
Incentivizing
sell it to us.
companies?
Yep.
Well,
All
the thing
right.
is he never purchases anything.
True.
So
He's
that's
like a
good.
he's like a
He's a
dedicated
grinder.
mobile
heavy
gamer, and
grinder.
he just, I don't know. He's a man of a different kind.
Yeah. Okay, so the next game they showed off was a shooter game. It's by the makers of Bulletstorm. It was called Outriders.
We didn't see any gameplay, did we?
No, it just showed the main characters, I think.
Mm.
It was really forgetful. It's by
Yeah.
the people can fly or something. I think was the studio. I can't remember.
You can't remember.
But I remember Bulletstorm not being that great.
Bulletstorm wasn't that great. Oh, really?
Or wait, there's another game of similar.
Bulletstorm was the one where you would
wasn't.
it's like an arcade shooty kind of thing. Or
Oh
the
no,
FPS
I'm thinking of something else.
Oh,
You guys are silly.
They were like
I'm just
walking
a silly
characters.
Billy.
Oh well. Oninaki.
excuse me?
This is the next game.
Gesundheit.
I'm just saying random words at this point. What was
Oninaki.
Oninaki again?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
I should have
Oninaki.
researched before. Oh, it's another. Well, I mean, they're all Japanese RPG games, but
Oh, it's an isometric Japanese Dynasty Warriors type game.
oh, okay.
Looks like a one man versus army kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I like I said, I didn't get much from this conference.
Yep.
It all went
Yeah,
over my
me either.
head.
I think you got the most, Kenny. I was pretty much deadpan.
Yeah, I mean, I got it. I trust me, bruh. I
Like-
got it.
Like after Final
There's-
Fantasy VII, I was just okay. I'm out.
There's cute girls and cute dresses. There's edgy guys that kind of look like girls. You got it.
All right, I'm glad you're here.
yeah. I'm glad you're honest.
Yeah. The last thing they showed was Final Fantasy. That would be 8, I believe.
V8?
Remastered. Yeah.
Yeah, remastered,
Like
which
the
is
drink?
cool,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not gonna
Wow.
be like. It just.
You mean
looks, it's not like the Final Fantasy VII. It's more just kind of like better pixels.
I mean, it's not a remake. It's just a remaster.
Remaster.
Like an
Wow.
HD remaster.
Yeah,
One of those.
Is that
Now,
is that it?
that's it for Square.
I want to provide a little preface to this because we're not restricted by time anymore. So
Mm-mm.
I just want to say that Final Fantasy VIII was notorious for never getting a remaster because they lost all the source
Oh,
files.
that's right.
So I'm wondering how they got them back
Are they just
because everybody was
remade
like, this is a dead game. No way they're gonna bring it all back.
them? Yeah,
But then they did, and I was like, huh, okay,
pretty cool.
all right.
I'm proud of
And the
Square.
reason the game looks so shitty, especially the cutscenes, is because it's a PS1 game.
Mhm.
And I looked at it, and everybody looks like a doll. It's like that creepy, uncanny valley. And I
Oh,
was
so you
like,
love it.
I love it.
Yeah, you love
Fuck, dude.
dolls.
It's so
You love
creepy.
dolls.
It's like there's like this one instance where like a guy cocks his head back and starts laughing, I assume, and I'm just like, oh god, what the fuck is that?
I mean, wasn't it the same mod? Because Final Fantasy VII was on PlayStation, if I'm right.
Yeah, it was
So why is 8 worse? Or is it about
because
the same?
8 is like kind of trying to enter this realism. right?
Okay. It was
Final
in
Fantasy VII had
Uncanny
Lego
Valley.
people.
Yeah, they did. It was like Roblox almost.
Yeah, they had Roblox Lego people, so
Yeah.
it was cute and funny.
It's
Okay.
true.
It was charming.
It was.
All right, shall we move on? Is there
Let's
anything
move
we
on.
missed from Square? Wait, where's
Wait,
Avengers?
what about the Avengers?
Why is that not on my list? Was I just too excited and forgot?
No, I mean, I guess so. I think we can all agree that all of the Avengers, they look really bad. Yeah, you don't think so? I think they
I
look
think
bad.
a couple of them look fine. Well, the Hulk looks fine, I think.
Hulk. I mean, the Hulk looks. Actually, no, I don't even like the Hulk. The Hulk has like a dark tint to him that
Oh,
seems
you don't
a
like
little.
the color of his skin.
I don't like the color of his skin.
I'm sorry.
You're right, Cameron. I'm just racist against dark green people.
The alien.
Very,
want
very
light
racist.
green people.
I don't know. I think they look fine. It's more to like what they look like in the comics, I believe. They couldn't
Well-
take what they did from the movies because that's copyrighted.
I think they were trying to, though. They were trying to go for the movie look.
Well, I'm sure they were trying to, but they
But
couldn't
then
get
they
their
realized that,
likeness. They'd be a
They-
lot
I
of
feel
legal
like-
trouble.
Yeah, I mean, the costumes, right? The costumes
Mhm.
are kind of aiming straight at the movies.
Yeah.
But the characters design themselves, the faces just
Mhm.
look really generic and
Yeah.
bad.
But I gotta say the voice actors they got are pretty. They're all top of the line voice actors.
All star cast, can I just say?
It is.
They
Can
got-
you- Can you name them?
There's Nolan North, who
Uh-huh.
is notorious for his Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series.
Yes.
There's Troy Baker, who is also notorious
huge in
for
everything.
Joel in The Last of Us.
And everything.
He's in everything. Travis Willingham, who is the voice of Knuckles the Echidna in
Oh, yeah.
Sonic Forces. No, he's in a bunch of stuff other too.
Yeah.
But that's just one of
That's
my
where you
favorites.
know
from
him from.
And Laura Bailey, who is one of my favorite anime voice actors of all
Literally
time.
everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
And then we also got one guy who I don't know and I'm not familiar with, who
Wait.
plays Captain America. I don't know that guy.
I think.
Can I say something about this game?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Wait.
They all look like Marvel Cinematic movie knockoffs.
That's exactly what I was just saying before.
Oh yeah.
Dude. Like massively though, like very blatantly.
Yeah, I prefer it if they sort of did their own thing,
Yeah.
hearken more to the comic book
They won't.
look.
I mean,
Or
they
just
did put
Costco
Ant-Man in
versions.
there.
They did.
They put Hank Pym in there,
Yeah,
yeah,
they put
Hank
Hank
Pym,
Pym.
Ant-Man, yeah. Which it's cool and all, but like even Hank Pym looks like a generic guy. Everybody looks so generic. Like I look to Marvel's PS4 Spider-Man, and you look at Peter Parker, and he looks really distinct. Like I believe that's Peter Parker. Yeah.
Because, wait, because one of the voice actors is that
What are you looking at?
one of the voice actors. I can't remember his name, but he's like in Critical Role. Is that Troy
Yeah.
Baker?
No, that's not Troy Baker.
Who's
That's
that?
well, I mean, there's two of them. That's Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey.
Well, yeah, Laura's in
both
it. Or
on
Travis. I'm thinking Travis. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know who Captain America is.
I don't know who Captain America is either. I don't think I've ever heard.
Yeah. You cut out. You still
Oh,
alive?
did I cut out?
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You're still here.
Okay.
Let's move
So
on.
I don't think I've ever heard that guy's voice. But let's move on because the Avengers, we didn't really see anything.
There was just more
Yep.
cinematic.
It's just big cinematic.
I think it showed a snippet of gameplay where you play as the Hulk, but that was like for 2 seconds.
Mhm.
And then the rest was like, yeah, CGI, cutscene, whatever. I mean,
I
it
know what
looks
we missed.
interesting. What's that?
Oh wait, never mind. No, we're going to Nintendo next.
We're going
I
to
thought we did
Nintendo.
Nintendo. I was like, all right, we didn't miss anything then. Let's go to Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo's the big one. I think all of us were excited for.
Yeah.
We all own Switches and we're biased.
And also, this year marks the first year of E3 without Reggie. Rest in peace. Rest in Reggie.
Well, we got Bowser.
We got Bowser. Doug Bowser. What's your thoughts on Doug Bowser, by the way?
He's great.
Yeah?
I love him.
I feel like he could be like he could be a goofy guy, but his voice seemed really flat.
I guess. I mean, he's kind of old. I mean, Reggie was old too.
I mean, I guess so. But then Reggie had like this corny
character
down to his he had this like corny like vibe going on.
Yeah,
and I really dug it.
I mean, no one can replace Reggie, and I don't think Doug Bowser is replacing him.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it
was
trying to do his own thing.
Did you guys see that skit?
Yeah,
it was not good in my opinion.
It wasn't good.
It was great.
I didn't think
it was charming.
It was charming, but it wasn't
like,
good.
Poor delivery.
It was better than anything else that was shown at the E3.
I mean, it's better than Ubisoft's dance conference.
Yeah. Oh, did we talk about that? I think we did.
I think so. I think it was something like we said something about like a bad panda, but that's all we did. But right now we're talking about Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm sorry to ruin it. First thing. They started off strong with showing off the new character, the Dragon Quest. Remember his name?
The hero, they call him.
Oh, they just call it the hero?
Yeah. No, that sort of threw me for a loop because I was like, I wonder what they're gonna name him. They just call him the hero.
The hero. Does he not
also,
have
I'm
a name
surprised
in the game?
Well, he has a name, but all of
name?
the Dragon Quest heroes are named after the number, the title that they're sort of attached to. So, like Dragon Quest 11, the hero's name is 11.
All right.
Yeah, it's very creative. Absolutely. And I can't believe you guys are right about this. Where did you guys like find leaks and stuff?
I didn't
online.
I just heard a lot of people say, "Oh, Dragon Quest is probably going to be confirmed." I just heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, that was a lot of leaks.
Oh, was it leaks?
Big ones, small ones, large ones, all around ones.
I just know Japan was asking for a Dragon Quest character for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
because it's huge in Japan.
I think it's one of the hugest games in
Yeah.
Japan.
There's a lot of videos online, like compilations of Japanese people reacting to the conference, and it makes you feel good.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
so excited. They're like screaming and jumping up and down.
Now, I think this is the first Smash character who changes character depending on what kind of skin you want to use, right?
No,
No.
no, that's not how it looks like. It looks like he's got different specials.
Oh, that's right.
So like for his neutral specials, right? The little menu pops up, and then you can choose which one
Well,
you.
I'm saying like if you want to pick like the heroes exclusively, like you choose his different skins, right?
Oh yeah.
You,
But
you go
like,
down like the title main
it's
characters.
technically also not the first time they've done that.
Really?
Yeah, Bowser Jr., baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
They all play the same though, don't they?
They
Alan,
Do
can you
they?
confirm?
do they all play the
What?
same? The Bowser's
Can the Bowser Juniors
children?
they all pretty much play the same?
Yeah, they all play the same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But these might
Now-
not.
These might not. I think they might have skills, or I mean the skill menu. They might have stuff exclusive to their skin. Maybe
That'd be interesting, but I don't know how
they all use like different. They all use different moves. That's for sure.
I feel like that's going to be really, because that's basically 5 more characters I added in one.
True, all into one, and that's a really big plus in my opinion.
Yeah. It's DLC, so that makes sense. You want more for what you're paying. I wonder, is it going to be 2 separate DLCs you have to pay for, or do you get both the 2 new characters?
No, it's unless you bought the fighters pack before.
Oh, okay. So it'll be
You
separate.
have to buy them separately.
Can't you just still buy the fighters pack? I think you can still buy it.
Possibly. I might do that.
What's the second thing they showed off?
The second thing, they showed off Luigi Mansion 3. And
Now
this game looks fun.
I remember you guys saying that it looked generic and you weren't really sold on it. Did this change your mind?
Oh, yeah, this did.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, this looks really fun. I like the little mechanics. It looks beautiful. The lighting is expertly done.
Oh, yeah.
I heard when they first like kind of teased it, a lot of people were upset of how it looked. So people were really pushed off from it, but I think this brought them back in to the fandom because this game looks fun.
Yeah, it blows me away how all of the Mario games can look so beautiful and so simple at the same time.
Oh yeah,
man, they really have their design down.
I'm so glad Luigi got a new game.
Yeah,
honestly. I want another Mario Luigi game.
Guigi
looks so good.
Dude, I love Guigi. I love that it's 2-player too. That's a fun game.
Oh man, that's such a fun mechanic. And when you walk on water, Guigi dies too. I mean, come on.
I think it's sad because I went to the bathroom to this at this point, I think.
Oh yeah.
And I left it running and I missed Guigi. And then I went online like a few days later seeing what people thought, and then they were all screaming about Guigi. I'm like, who the F is Guigi?
Who the F is Luigi? I'm joking.
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
Oh, next one, Link's Awakening. They showed more of it, I think.
That's the Link that looks like a little cartoon guy, right?
Yeah, he looks like a little action figure almost.
Now this is I thought this was like a new game, but this is just a remake.
Oh, it's a remake, yeah. Completely. The style, well, Alan said the style is pretty much the same, right? Pretty close.
Is it, Alan? Close.
Which one?
Link's Awakening.
It looks like a faithful remake of the game in better graphics.
Okay.
Personally, I love the art style. Yeah. I don't know who the hell was complaining about the art style. It looks amazing. They did add one little thing to it, which is the dungeon builder.
Yes.
And I think the creator said that if it goes well, they might make a Mario Maker but for Zelda.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard that was teased a long time. Not teased, but it was talked a lot about. And people said they weren't going to make a Mario Maker 2, they were going to make a Link or a Legend of Zelda Maker instead. Which I'm glad they didn't, because Mario Maker 2 looks amazing.
That sounds pretty cool, but at the same time, I'm not sure how it's all going to work out. I guess we just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 2D Zelda. It's not going to be like any of the 3D level builders.
I mean, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
What if someone just like maps out a dungeon in the shape of a peen?
You know, you can do that.
I mean, I guess you could do that in Mario too.
You can. You could do a lot of things. Let's see. Trials of Mana. I think there was the trilogy remaster.
Ah, yeah, it's a remake of an old Japanese role playing game.
Yes, I've always wanted to play them, but I've never found the chance to.
It looks really cute and really cool, and it looks really cute. That's all I have to say about it. I'm not entirely sold on it yet, I think, because it looks. It's an action game.
Wasn't one of the games they never came to America? I think it was the second one.
No, that's so. I think the trilogy encompasses Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, and then Trials of Mana.
Trials of Mana, yeah.
I think they all came to the West.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I believe they did.
I might be thinking of something else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll probably check this game out because I've heard a lot of good things, especially of Secret of Mana. I heard a lot of
Secret of Mana. Yeah. I mean, Secret of Mana is a good game, but they did remake the game last year. I think they released a remake last year.
Okay.
It was really, really bad, and you probably shouldn't touch it.
Okay.
This looks better and cuter.
That's good. The next one is Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Now this is my game, boys.
This is your game, and they didn't really show anything.
Yeah, can you tell me more about it, Kenny? I'm looking really interested in this game as of right now. Can you tell me more about it? I don't really know anything about it.
So apparently, Fire Emblem 3 Houses is going to have you be as a teacher teaching these 3 separate noble houses. Teaching them what? I don't know. War tactics? Why? I don't know. But apparently you have this selection where you pick 3 different paths. You follow as some sort of retainer to one of these 3 houses you pick early on.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do so, you sort of go through a different storyline. And I don't understand the mechanics just yet because this Fire Emblem seems like a really hard, sharp right turn towards what I'm used to with Fire Emblem. But it seems like they're going for like a really dark story here where they're really emphasizing that you are going to encounter your past students and you are going to have to either murder them or, whatever.
Because, murder them all.
Yeah, kill them all. Sure, why not? It's fun to kill kids.
Oh boy.
Yes.
That sound
You're right,
clip
Kenny.
of you is now online.
What?
That sound clip of you
it's immortalized.
Immortalized. You never take it back.
You can never take it back, Kenny, and I don't think you want to.
I would never take it back. But yeah, it's coming out next month. Oh, I'm so excited.
Are you gonna get it right away?
I don't know. I don't believe I'm on the fence of getting it right away. But I am for sure going to get it.
I would never get a game right away until after the fact that I know that it's either good or bad. It's also why I don't pre-order games.
Unless it's Smash.
I've only pre-ordered one game, and it was because I was very, very excited. Okay, I can't contain my faith in Sakurai, okay?
You can't contain your faith?
He brought everybody back. He made a good game.
Everyone's here.
It's not a bad game. It's a good, serviceable game, and I respect the man for it.
I love party games. That's a good party game.
It is a good party game. That I can beat your ass in every day.
Yeah, I suck at fighting games. Don't mention it.
I thought you said it was a party game, not fight.
I mean, fighting games are party games.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This is they said be sure to play this in an abandoned house. Resident Evil 0, 1, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning they're like, take this to a scary place. And then showed
Plagueis in
kids
the
breaking into a
school.
house.
I mean, the later games of the Resident Evil franchise weren't that good. I mean,
No,
Resident Evil
I
5
know
was alright.
5 has a cult following for the,
Yeah.
but I know everyone really didn't like 6 because it's not really a Resident Evil game. It's more of a shooter, kind of tropey, funny game.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's good for the people that like it,
Sure.
So,
And I think it would be fun to play on Switch handheld mode. I think that's a
actually,
really big bonus.
you know what? I think this is just me, but I'm pretty sure that Nintendo has begun opening its doors to mature audiences
Mm-hmm.
ever since. I don't know if it's ever since Reggie left or ever since the Switch released.
I think it was the.
I don't think it's
Wait,
Reggie.
I don't.
not
Yeah,
Reggie.
I didn't think it was Reggie too. I'm just seeing like this big surge of mature games
yeah.
releasing on the Switch ever since Reggie left. But I don't think it was because he left.
I think there was only like one mature game or maybe two on like the Wii, and it was like a shooter game. And then it was really bad. And then after that, there was no more mature games that came out.
Yeah,
They
I mean the only thing I could think of was Zombie U.
Yeah,
remember
but
that
that
at
didn't
all?
do well.
That was a bad game.
Yeah. I, I can't remember what was the last mature game on Switch? Did they do Biohazard?
I don't think so. No, I think Biohazard's a little too intense right now. I think they are working on it though.
Oh, okay. I know they
Working
had
on
Dark Souls
something.
on it.
They are working on something. Yeah. Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls was on it. That's pretty dark.
Oh yeah. What else? Wait, Witcher. I forgot.
Oh,
The
The
Witcher's also.
Witcher.
Yeah, Witcher came up. Do I even have that on this list?
Dead or Alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dead or Alive is on Switch.
That or oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, which one? The fighting game? The
I
volleyball one.
think the volleyball one's also on there.
We
Oh
should
wait, no, I'm
play that
wrong. I'm
together.
sorry. I'm thinking
The
of
Switch would not allow that.
I'm thinking of
You think?
Senran Kagura, which is worse, where they're anime girls and you get to touch their bodies using the
Oh, that's right.
Joy-Cons.
Oh yeah, that one.
That
we don't
one.
talk about that one.
Sure, let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about it. No More Heroes 3 got a new game.
Hey,
Oh yeah, the way they announced it was so weird.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this game? This feels like a Suda 51 game. I was like, oh, it's No More Heroes. Okay.
Yeah. As soon as I heard the voice, I'm like, oh, I know what this is. Very poor voice acting. Well, it's
Oh,
not poor,
man,
it's
that's-
made that way.
Man, that sort of corny, sucky voice
Yeah.
acting. Oh,
Yeah.
it's totally this game.
It gets me every single time.
Does it? Does it really?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I heard the other games are pretty fun. I don't know anything about the series. I know my girlfriend talked about it once before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe she did. I could be totally wrong.
Now,
yeah.
The only thing I know about this game, I don't know too much about it, but I do know that in order to recharge your blade, you have to shake it like you're shaking a dildo.
Uh-huh.
And
Does it
I
sell
just
it for
hope
you?
that they might. I just hope that I'm able to do that with the Joy-Cons. If I'm
Uh-huh.
able to do that with the Joy-Cons, I'll probably buy it.
Okay. Is it a mature game?
I think it is
Okay.
because there's a lot of blood,
Yeah.
so probably mature.
Sure.
Good job,
we'll go with
Nintendo.
that. The next one is Contra, a Rogue Core. And this, I'll be honest here, I really don't like the way it looks. It looks very ugly.
Contra Perf Core? Rogue Core.
Rogue Core.
Oh, that game. Is that the one with the panda?
That's with the panda and like the machine gun.
Oh my
and
god.
then
It looks so
the
it looks
G.I.
like is it a
Joe
mobile
guy.
game?
It looks like a mobile game, but it's
It's
not.
a Switch game.
The Switch game.
It's a mobile game.
It
Don't
looks like one.
don't hurt the Switch by calling it a Switch game.
It's a mobile
So-
Switch game.
I'm looking at a picture right now. Is this panda on a rocket?
Yeah, I think they're all on rockets.
Oh. This looks like absolute dog shit.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
The quality looks really low. But
Is this This
Yeah.
one of those indie maker Steam release games.
No, I mean it looks like that, but it's not. It's Contra. Then
God
after
damn.
that, they announced the Contra collection's coming to Switch, which is cool. I know those
I
games
guess
are fun.
so. But you gotta preface it with,
Well, Contra's originally like 2D shooter. And
True.
I don't think anyone really likes the 3D Contra games. I don't think they're well received that well, anyways.
I never knew there were
I think
3D
there
Contra
was
games.
one before this one. I could be totally wrong, which I usually am, but you know, I thought there was.
Okay. Well,
then we found or didn't find, but Demon Machia got another trailer for like the third year at E3.
Ooh.
Damon
Damon.
Ex Machina. This looks like some sort of like homage to one of the old Japanese arcade games where you like fight in a mech.
Yeah.
Because like one of those old Sega games. I don't know what they're called, but they're
Bad?
basically you know what? No, they're not. Well, I mean, they might be. Because I remember playing it in the arcade and I was just so frustrated because it's got piss ass controls, but it looks okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like a
the first time they showed it off, I was kind of interested. But now in this new trailer, it showed the inside of the mechs and the characters. They're just anime boys and girls, and it really put me off.
Don't you just love that?
I'm like, oh, I just wanted sweet ass robots. I didn't want these characters. I didn't care about them. I cared about the mech. And
The mech does look cool though, I'd say.
I'm afraid it's gonna be too focused on the human characters.
Yeah, just like Godzilla, know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. We still need to do a podcast on it. We need to do kaijus. Kaijus?
We need to do kaiju. Who's your favorite kaiju?
Mothra.
Oh, 100%, dude.
There.
Mothra.
We just did the podcast on kaijus.
There we go. What about the next game that Nintendo showed off?
Speaking of kaijus.
Yeah?
Panzer Dragoon.
Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any kaijus in Panzer Dragoon though.
I mean, he's a dragon, right?
I mean, he's just like a small dragon.
He looks kind of like a big lizard thing.
It's like a Star Fox game.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first. I'm like, wait, no, that's a living creature shooting.
Oh, okay, okay. You thought it was a Star Fox game.
Yeah, it looked exactly like one, and then I'm like, oh wait, but it's a dragon. But didn't Panzer Dragoon come out before Star? No, probably not.
It came out after, I think, because it was on the PS2, I believe.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but
Star Fox was the N64. There's no way it came before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks fun. I know the game has a lot of love. I'm not gonna bash it. I think it looks really fun. I'll probably get it maybe like 30 years down in the future. Who knows?
Maybe. I'll probably emulate it on Nintendo's non-emulator.
Ultra X console.
What? Yeah, you got it.
In 30 years. Here's the one Alan was very excited for. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about what they actually showed in the Direct. Do you know what they showed in the Direct?
What did they show in the Direct?
Absolutely fuck all.
Yeah, they didn't. They said, "Hey, check out."
What do you mean, absolutely fuck all? They showed the most important feature: the Kaiju Pokemon Dynamax.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. You're right. They didn't. They just said, "Hey, we did a Direct last week. Go check that out."
Yeah, that was Direct.
And also, you can walk your Pokemon in this ball.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did show that off.
Oh yeah, hey, look at this ball.
Didn't they say you can't play this game with it? But
yeah, you can't play the game with it, but you can do shit in there.
Yeah, it says. He said, "Wait for a hidden surprise if you walk with them enough."
If you walk with them enough, he'll talk to you when you're in the bathroom.
When you're in the movie theater. Everyone just freaks out because Pikachu talked.
Now, what else did they show? Is that it?
They showed No, that's not it. There's tons more. Astral
Shut up.
Chain.
Oh, Astral Chain.
Yeah. The
Now, this is an
stands.
anime game I can get behind.
It looks fun. It's by the people who did what was it called?
They did Bayonetta.
Not Bayonetta, but what was the other Near Automata? Did they do that
Yeah.
one?
I mean, they did it. But
They did
that
it.
was like with in tandem with Square Enix.
Yeah, okay.
But
But
man, these guys know their action game, and I am definitely getting this the
You're
day
sold?
of release. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sold. I get
I'll
a
probably
slave
get it too.
robot, dude. Awesome.
Was that one of the selling points on the E3?
Yeah,
One of the
you know,
bullet points?
chaining people up to me, and having them.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
want
want
to
to continue
continue?
this.
Man,
I got scared all of a sudden. I was like,
you're on
"Oh
a roll
man!"
today.
But yeah, I mean this game looks great.
I love the style, and the combat looks really fun. I'll
Hmm
probably get it as well, but maybe not right away. Who knows? Empire of Sin.
And what is this game?
I think this is one of those games everyone saw and was like, okay, and then forgot about it 2 seconds later.
Hmm
But I don't know much about it other than you're a mobster and who knows where. I should have researched this, but
It's called Empire of Sin.
Empire of Sin,
Yep.
yeah, a mafia game.
Oh, the Mafia
Yeah, it's
game.
that game they showed off for like a solid minute of just pictures
Oh wait,
flashing
this is
through.
this is the XCOM styled Mafia game.
Yeah,
Dude, this looks sick. What are you talking
I mean
about?
it'd be fun, but it was very
Who
forgetful
cares
compared to everything
about
else.
it?
Like, I mean, it's got like all this like interesting mechanics where you can
Did they show that?
send poison to the rival Mafia gang.
Did it
And
show
it's
that?
like, did it show that?
I don't know.
I
Did
don't know.
it?
I think I might have seen it on the Nintendo Treehouse,
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that.
but we're talking about the conference. It's strictly fine,
Yeah.
but this game looks sick.
Well,
It's so
I'm
cool.
glad. Maybe I'll check it out. Who knows? Probably not, but
Okay.
maybe.
Me?
Some more stuff. Marvel Black Order, Ultimate Alliance.
Whoa, I don't like the way you said black.
I just said black. Oh, I see. Because you're racist.
Yeah. You know how it goes.
Unbelievable.
But I mean, Marvel Alliance. I don't like the Marvel Alliance games. Is it
I
just
don't like
me?
the way it looks. I like how there's a lot of characters in it, but it it could have looked better, I feel.
I hate the UI. I hate the combat. I just don't like anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, I know a friend who really likes the first one, like the Alliance game that came out, but I didn't know it existed until there was a trailer of it last year.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh,
So definitely a not going to buy.
yeah,
Big no.
hard pass.
Yep.
Cadence of Hyrule. This game looks fun.
What a
It's
beautiful
out.
game.
It's out.
It is
yeah,
out.
It came out as soon as E3 was over, I believe.
It's such a beautiful game. I wish I had money to buy it.
Yeah, I already listened to the soundtrack and it's godlike. I don't think it's godlike, but it's pretty good.
Mm.
It's by the people who did. Well, is it by the people? It's inspired by Crypt of the Necrodancer. I'm sure it's the same people.
I think it's the same people. They're just
working for
putting
Nintendo.
a Zelda skin on it.
Yeah, it looks great nonetheless. I'm
Mhm,
definitely gonna
mhm.
get it. The next one they showed off was Mario and Sonic Olympic Games
Dude,
2019. Was it 2019 or
Any-
2020?
dude, this is like the 2020.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, no, it was 2019. I'm sorry.
Is it?
I think it is.
Aren't Olympic?
The Olympics are in 2020, but I remember
Yeah.
one of the sort of the year that they marked in the game was 2019.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was weird, but I guess
I mean, it looks more fun than the previous one. There's more stuff to it.
hmm
It looks like they actually put a little more effort into this one.
Now this is a party game.
Yeah. This looks kind of fun with people. I would never play it alone, though. That's just
Mhm.
sad.
It's probably gonna be $60 though. I'm not gonna get it.
Oh, yeah, every game is. Promise you that.
Rest in Reggie.
There's not much else to talk about it, right? Other than Sonic and Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a few they showed off really quick. They didn't really talk much about it. Spyro Trilogy was coming out.
I
For
missed that.
Switch.
Spyro for Smash, please.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play that. It looks good,
Hmm.
and I missed playing it on PlayStation.
Hmm.
Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming out. Hollow Knight's amazing.
Hollow Knight is a great game.
Go
Is
play
Silk
it.
Song the third
That's the
part
second.
of the game? It's the second part.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all DLC, baby.
Is it
Ooh.
DLC? I thought it was a new game.
I think it's DLC. I'm
pretty
not
sure it's a
entirely
new
like-
game.
Is
Is
it
it a new
DLC that can be considered a new game?
I mean, it's just
Like
You
it's
know,
so
I didn't
big and
research
so
this
good.
at all, as I don't
Okay.
research anything.
that's fair.
All right.
I'm gonna say it's
That's
a new
fair.
game. Ni no Kuni 2 or 1, not 2. My bad.
3.
The first one's coming to Switch, which I'm really excited for because I
Ooh,
really
now
wanted
this
to play it.
This game's a banger.
Yeah, I
So
definitely gonna
cute.
get it.
Look at those Studio Ghibli
Let's
physics.
see. Minecraft Dungeons. They showed a bit.
I think we talked about
And then
this.
Elder Scrolls Blades.
Okay.
A mobile app coming to Switch.
You know, I
Yep.
think they should all just put all mobile apps on Switch.
Yeah,
You know, just,
honestly, why don't they?
I mean, they could.
They
It'd be
could
easy.
definitely.
I don't
Kind
see
of
the
like
point.
how Nintendo could put all of their emulated games on.
Oh, you know, they totally could.
More fast-paced games that you talked about. My Friend Pedro.
Good
Ah,
game.
yeah,
which is
yeah.
pretty. Wait, is it out yet?
No.
I think it's out.
Is it?
I thought it's been out for a while, but
Yeah, it's been out for a while. I
I
believe.
thought. But someone said it wasn't. But I don't know. Doom Trilogy is coming out. Switch.
The original Doom trilogy?
Yeah,
Oh, actually, yeah,
Oh.
it is out.
it is.
I'm
Okay.
dumb.
Mhm.
Sinking City, which is that Call of Cthulhu game sort of thing, where it's like
I really hope that game's good.
I thought what was the other game that came out that no one liked that was kind of Cthulhu based,
Don't know.
Eldritch Monsters and all that. It didn't receive that well.
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, okay, I'll look it up.
Did we see any
later on.
gameplay? I don't think we did. Did
We
we?
just saw a trailer. It was like CGI.
Oh.
Wolfenstein Youngblood's I think it might have been 2 or Youngblood, probably both to Switch.
Mhm.
Dead by Daylight,
Yep.
Alien Isolation,
Mm-hmm.
and what is this? Oh, Dragon
idea.
Quest Builder Z.
Again?
Yeah.
Dragon Quest Builder Z2.
I almost said Dairy Queen Builder. It's
Dairy
I only
Dairy
put down
Queen
D2.
Builder.
Hold on. Right now, the date is 6/20, so June 20th.
Jesus.
And apparently, Dairy Queen is having this special going on tomorrow,
Oh, really?
June 21st, where you can get free ice cream cones.
We're gonna
Now-
get some tomorrow.
Wait, just like
I
the
don't know
wafer
about you.
cones?
I don't know. I think so, like the wafer cones. But I don't know about you. But to me, that's a pretty big deal.
It's a huge
So,
deal.
because we, as friends do, you know, you hang out with your friends. I say that we all raid Matthew tomorrow while he's working,
Is he working
and we
tomorrow?
get ice cream. I think so. I don't know. I assume he's always working.
Is he not hanging out with us tomorrow?
He never said.
Oh, okay, that's sad, but all right. What else was going on at E3? My list ended there, but I know there was more than that. I know the new Smash character,
Bango Kazooie.
Banger Kazooie.
Big bangers.
Boobles
that was
Gazoobles.
a pretty big surprise. I was surprised Alan and I were right. I
I'm
kinda
a
didn't expect
genius.
it. I kind of hoped it was Rayman, but Banjo's good too.
Rayman's never making it in.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
you don't think
sad.
so?
Nope.
With their sort of, you know, ties with Ubisoft and everything? No, you don't think so?
Was Persona Square Enix, right?
No, Persona is Sega.
Sega. So there was a Sega character. Then we had, well, Dragon Quest is Square Enix.
Yep.
And then we got Banjo, which is Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
All that's left is Ubisoft or Sony.
Ubisoft or Sony. You're right.
What if it happens?
What if they put Rayman in there?
What if they put
But then you have
Assassin's
to
Creed Man
you have
in
to.
there?
Oh man, please no, dude. I'd be so sad.
That, I mean, yeah.
Assassin's Creed, man.
Just stabbing all the characters. Just violently.
I don't know if Ubisoft is still very fond of Rayman. I think
No, they haven't done a game with
haven't-
him for a long
Yeah.
time. It's very upsetting.
they might do like a Rabbids thing.
No, I don't want a Rabbids and Smash.
You don't want a Rabbids character?
No. What character from Rabbids is good?
Rabbids?
No,
They multiply.
I don't want it. What would the skins look like? They all look the same.
They just fill the stage with their bodies.
And just annoy you with their sounds.
They made sounds. I totally forgot that.
Yeah, they're like the minions. They make just random noises.
They're worse, to be honest.
original minions.
Now, going back to Banjo, I
Mhm.
don't know what they're adding specifically to Banjo that sort of makes him unique.
Oh yeah,
Could you
I'm
elaborate
interested to
on
see
that?
what his skins would be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most interested. We saw his alt,
saw.
which is with the what are those bird things called again?
What do you mean,
Kazooie?
bird things?
The bird things you collect in Banjo Kazooie.
Coins?
It's a very simple name, and it's blanking on me. I have poor memory. If you couldn't tell. But yeah, it was just those weird Teletubby bird things. Was his alt?
mhm.
He ran with Kazooie. I don't know. There wasn't much interesting
You
stuff.
ran Kazooie.
Yeah,
Um,
he kind of looks like a Pac-Man character, if that makes sense. Kind of a moveset with them. In a way.
I can see that. I can see that.
They didn't really talk about his moves or what he can do. They showed more of the Dragon Quest character.
Yeah. Like I wish they did what they did in the previous Smash game when they released the DLCs. They would talk about the characters and the mechanics of the character.
Very in depth.
But we didn't really get any here. We also we got that for Joker though.
We did.
But
Just
we-
a little.
Yeah, we just got a little. Like we got like solid mechanical like descriptions
Mhm.
for Joker, but we didn't get any for Dragon Quest Boy or Banjo.
We got a
which is
little with
odd.
Dragon Quest. They showed
I mean,
lot of his menu, but
I understand what Banjo is gonna play like, kind of, but like, there's not enough information.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, which is odd.
No, they showed about the same. They don't show every single thing.
No.
Well,
Well,
I
I
guess.
think they
Plus-
showed more Dragon Quest.
Plus, what was it when Joker was revealed?
Mhm.
They didn't even show his model.
Oh,
that's
that's
right, it was
right.
like
Well, they
the
just had like a character trailer,
Animation. Yeah.
Yeah,
like a teaser. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I think that
So,
was all of it.
they did better this time, in my opinion.
True.
Yeah. I think Nintendo
Now-
was by far the best conference.
For these Smash DLC characters, when do they release?
Did it say?
I think Dragon Quest Boys coming next month, and then Banjo immediately after that.
I mean, I could look it
I
up.
don't know, but I do believe that these two characters will come out in the summer.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, let's see.
Because after these two, we still got two more.
Uh,
This one comes out, I think, this month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's either
Damn.
comes out this month or next, and then Banjo comes out in August.
Oh, Banjo. Okay, August. Okay,
no,
yeah.
are you sure? This
Yep.
one says it comes out in fall 2019.
Well,
Is
is
August?
August in fall?
No,
That's
technically.
that's the summer.
Is it?
I thought
Is
it
it summer?
was. Yeah,
But the start of fall is in September, so you know.
yeah.
You know what? Doesn't matter.
Nah, it is.
All right. So they Did they say there's 5 total DLC characters that they added?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
there's
Piranha
two
Plant,
Trooper,
Piranha Plant doesn't
Hero.
count.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So there's going to be 2 more after this one.
Yep.
So I guess it's like a solid confirmation that these characters are going to be tied strictly to publishers, different
It's-
publishers.
It's from anybody
Or-
that isn't Nintendo. It's
Okay, yeah.
So it's gonna be every single one of these characters is completely new.
But like iconic characters,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you think they would ever consider putting an indie game character in there?
I'm sure. I'm sure they'll think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like a coin toss at this point.
Yeah. I mean, who's the most iconic indie character?
Indie game?
I would say
Now
probably
you got
like,
me.
I can only think of Meat Boy. He's old.
Boy, maybe.
There's Shovel Knight. He's already
He's an assist trophy now though.
Yeah, but that's not really an excuse.
Will they do Hollow Knight, do you think? No, probably not.
Hollow Knight would be really cool, but I don't think so.
How about
Ori-
them sword fighters?
Ori would be amazing, but I don't see that happening either.
Yeah.
Maybe Devolver Digital, one of their characters.
It's Carrion.
Yeah,
They bring
no,
over
how would that
Carrion
play?
for Smash. That'd be awesome.
really dumb.
That would be very sick,
I don't.
but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work mechanically.
Well, that's the same thing people said about Ridley, you
Mhm.
know?
Okay.
But they did it.
What about the character from Monkey Island?
Ooh.
What? Oh, you mean the point and click adventure game?
Yeah, what
There's
if they
a
put
monkey-
him
That
in?
won't. I don't know if that'll work.
I don't think that would work either. You have to put a mouse into the Switch, and you just click on the
Jesus.
fighters.
But what about Super Monkey Ball Boy?
Oh yeah, I thought about that too, but that seems like another hard character.
Yeah, it
to
seems
make.
impossible to do. Was there anything else? Yes, there was. Cameron, you're missing one game.
What am I missing?
Nani?
You're missing Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh,
baby.
that's right. I stopped
That's
writing notes for some
right.
reason.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
I am an idiot.
Now, from
Uh,
what we know about this game, they say it's going to be the darkest Zelda game.
What about Twilight?
I don't know
Princess?
what
Who
that
said
means.
it?
Who said it? I don't know, but it was like one of the producers of the game.
Oh really? I feel
That
like
also produced
Majora's
Breath of the
Mask
Wild.
is pretty dark.
Yeah. They said it's going to be on par or at least a little darker than
Okay.
Majora's Mask.
Ooh, let's see if that's true.
Well,
Let's see if that's true.
the thing that's striking me as weird is that every Legend of Zelda game kind of has its own look to it for the most part.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Its own kind of theme. But this looks really similar to Breath of the Wild, so I'm kind
Well, I mean, Majora's Mask looks literally almost the same
like Ocarina
as
of Time,
Ocarina
but
of Time.
Yeah.
but it's got a different. It's more of a horror aspect to it than Ocarina of Time. I feel.
Like the setting itself and just the game,
The
it has
game
like a
feel.
whole different feel. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It feels more ominous.
Well, this is something that people are speculating because we see Zelda as with Link, people are thinking it's co-op. Now, if it's
that's a good point.
co-op,
that'd be cool.
That'd be very different.
Very different. But who knows? Whenever you see 2 characters on the same screen, everyone just assumes it's co-op for the most
Yeah,
part.
I mean, but if it isn't co-op, I think they're sort of
yeah,
missing on a big opportunity here.
first multiplayer Legend of Zelda game.
How about that?
I'm probably right. Is there another multiplayer game?
No,
don't think there
there's
is.
nothing. I don't think so.
I mean,
No.
I like Breath of the Wild. I'll check this
Yeah.
one out. I like Legend of
Hmm.
Zelda.
I really want to play Breath of the Wild because it totally looks like my game.
Do you
And
own
this
it?
game looks. Do I own it? No.
Oh, you could always borrow it from me.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that
Yeah.
after I get done with playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which I haven't done.
Oh, okay. I haven't played Switch in a while.
Yeah, I haven't played Switch in a while too.
Now we're just talking. Kind of.
Now we're just talking. We're just not even talking about E3 anymore.
Yeah, we're
but-
done.
With talking about the all E3 2019. What are your thoughts?
I think that there's one more thing we got to talk about, actually,
Yeah.
Is there?
because
What
of the thing that they did to me.
what
They
did
hurt
they do
me
to you?
quite
Pokemon?
badly. Nintendo hurt me, And by Nintendo, I mean Game Freak.
Game Freak would do that? The people that made Pokemon?
So here's the thing, Kenny. I don't know if you know this. You probably do. But after the Direct, they went to the Treehouse segment, right? Where they started showing off the Pokemon, all this stuff. Okay. About 30, 40 minutes into that, they're like, all right, we're done playing the game, but I want to tell everybody watching, you can't have all the Pokemon.
Well, there are 800 plus Pokemon.
I want you both to try to argue with me and defend Game Freak. Okay. Kenny, there were 800 Pokemon in Sun and Moon in a 3DS game.
That's a 3DS game, though. This is a Switch. It's totally different.
What do you mean, Cameron?
It's not the same hardware.
Cameron,
higher resolution.
They have more RAM. They have
no, I know, but they have
more
to
memory.
Animate it. They can't.
Cameron, they're the same fucking models.
I believe this might be a different engine too. Is it not?
They're the same models. They've been using the same models.
But it's not the same engine.
You have to change them. It's on a smaller screen, so it has less polygons. Now you can see them more on a higher. Well, buddy, you said to argue with you.
It's a 32 gig slot for any Switch game.
Yeah, you could do it.
Do you know how many gigs are in a 3DS game?
Oh yeah, there's no limitation there. I'll give you that.
If it's a big game, 5, maybe 6.
It's 5.
How do you not know this, Kenny? Jeez.
I said 5.
They've been working on this game since X and Y.
Uh-huh.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
Damn it.
So you got X and Y. No, give me a second. You got X and Y.
Uh-huh.
You have what? Sun, Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah.
They're also working on Town.
Oh, that's right.
Town.
So their main Pokemon game that they've been working on for a large amount of time looks incomplete. I want you to understand that there's a lot of things that are wrong with the game apart from all the Pokemon a lot of Pokemon missing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It looks bad for a game that's been worked on for like 2+ years.
Yeah. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah. Now, I've always thought about that with Pokemon. When I saw Pokemon Let's Go last year, I thought it looked really bad. But there were people were just so excited about playing Pokemon Let's Go, and I was like, okay, all right. I guess, graphics aren't their thing. But when I saw Pokemon Sword and Shield, I was like, this looks more the same. But then people were still pretty excited about it.
I was excited for it because it looked different than a regular Pokemon game.
Yeah, but then I guess when they sort of announced that they weren't going to do all the Pokemon, I guess people got really mad, and then now the criticism is starting to flow in.
Yeah, now that's coming out soon. Who knows? I think it will still be a fine game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people are making too big of a deal out of it right now. They're looking.
Well, I mean, I think it's a pretty big deal, though, too.
Well, it is. It's a huge deal for the Pokemon fan community, for sure. Just for me, on the outside.
Well, obviously not.
It looks like another Pokemon.
Here's the thing, Cameron.
Yeah?
You're the reason that this game is going to do well. Game Freak isn't going to change.
I'm not going to buy it until...
No. Here's the thing. Like, nobody cares. Which is why this is a non-issue to Game Freak. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
And they've been making, lazier and lazier games, and they don't give a shit. And they don't have to give a shit.
What else
which makes me depressed. They made Pokemon Let's Go, right? They made Sun and Moon, which had no post game. Or, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. I'm just depressed. Really.
Well, if you ever need to talk, I'm here.
No.
If you ever need help,
I'm gonna talk to Connor because he understands my plight.
Okay. Understandable. I see where you're coming from.
Well, I mean, let's try to look at the positive side. How about the Dynamax system?
Oh, what?
Dynamax.
I think the
it looks.
That's not gonna.
Very cheesy. All right, but I do have a couple other issues. I don't think people understand how big of an issue the no Pokemon or the missing Pokemon is. So you've been able to battle people in different generations, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that anymore.
battle people in different generations.
Like if you have a Pokemon in like, let's say, what's it called? Leaf Green, and you want to battle someone in like Ruby or Emerald, you can do that.
Yeah.
You're not
You
going to
can
be
do
able
that.
to do that with Sun and Moon because Pokemon are literally missing.
Huh. Okay. You know, I just
Yeah.
starting to feel it, but Game Freak puts out so much content each year, Alan.
They don't
They're
have
always working hard.
they don't have to. They
True.
could literally just choose to not do that. But they also have to answer to the people who produce the TV show and the trading card company.
Mm-hmm.
But they could easily delay the game like they delayed X and Y.
Yeah.
True. And right now, Nintendo's all like, if we're going to release a game, it's going to be at the highest of quality. So we are going to push it back if we need to.
Yeah.
That's what they did with Animal Crossing, which we didn't talk about, by the way. But Animal
I
Crossing's
thought
a
we
thing.
did.
We did?
Oh, was it at E? Yeah, they did. I
It was
didn't
at
talk
E3.
about
Yeah,
it
yeah.
though. They just said, "Oh, by the way, this is going to be delayed." I guess
Oh,
no,
by
they
the
did
way,
show
Animal Crossing.
some. They did show a little gameplay of it.
Yeah. So, I don't know anything about Game Freak, though. I mean, Game Freak, they usually just release a game and then it's like, they're done.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. I do believe that this game is sort of encompassing multiple, like, Nintendo from multiple parts of the world, like nationwide,
Mm-hmm.
not just exclusively in Japan, like I think Pokemon Let's Go was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I believe Pokemon Let's Go was just exclusively made by people in Japan.
Okay.
And then I do know that because they took on some new designs from like the new Pokemon art designer who was like from some European country. I do believe that they're sort of expanding their resources and getting help from other parts of Nintendo from across the globe, but I'm not entirely sure.
Game Freak?
Yeah, Game Freak.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you doubt it? I mean, I
I
don't
really
know.
doubt that they want to help some other people.
Well, I mean, the lead designer right now is the guy from Europe who works from Europe, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe things could change. I
Who knows?
just don't know because the engine also looks bad.
Does it?
I
I don't
think it
know.
does.
I didn't see any gameplay just from the footage. It looked all right, but they could be doing like a Watch Dogs thing to us.
Yeah, I'm just, for a AAA Nintendo game, I would consider Pokemon a AAA game, like the
Mm-hmm.
main title series Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would think it would look better, especially for anime cartoon styled graphics.
Sure.
I feel like they would push it all the way, kind of like how Nino Kuni does, right?
Oh yeah.
Where they
Kuni's
really push
beautiful.
the graphics and the design. But I feel like they're being really reserved here because I feel if they push it too much and change the style too much, people will forget. People won't really recognize it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
What?
Be
I just
fair.
realized what I said.
Yeah.
The only identity you need with Pokemon is just to show the Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, Game Freak, what the hell?
What if they make a really gritty Pokemon game
I
where
think
it's
that'd be
3D
cool.
and everyone looks really realistic?
I think that'd be cool.
Well, first you gotta make the realism look good in
Oh,
general.
Like
wait a
Detective
minute.
Pikachu Pokemon.
You guys remember Pokemon Coliseum, the edgy Pokemon series?
You mean Stadium?
Pokemon Stadium. It might be Pokemon. No, Pokemon Stadium is the like exclusively like only Pokemon battles.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Pokemon RPG, where I think it's called Pokemon Coliseum,
Or
where you are like an edgy mercenary, and you have like this like armored shadow arm, and you can steal like other people's Pokemon.
okay.
I'm pretty sure
Are
it's
you Team
called Pokemon
Rocket?
Coliseum. It was like, in my opinion, the best Pokemon game.
I know another one. Well, why are we talking about Pokemon?
You know what?
We should
Pokemon's
make
run shit.
another. We should make another podcast for that.
It doesn't matter. We're talking about Pokemon now, Cameron. It's
I know,
important.
but this could be a whole nother episode. We're starting a whole nother part 3.
It's true.
It's true.
You guys want to just cut it off? Wait, one last question.
One last question.
We'll stop with the Pokemon, but I want to know your opinions. Who do you think, quote unquote, won E3?
Sony. They weren't in this mess.
You know, that's a hot take.
That's a hot take, but you know what? It's not invalid.
It's not invalid at all. Was it a good E3?
No.
I
mean, Nintendo was good.
Nintendo was pretty good.
I think
Microsoft was also pretty good.
Microsoft was good. Yeah, I shouldn't bash Microsoft. I thought that was pretty good too.
I like Square Enix, but that was just for me exclusively.
Yeah. Square Enix was fine too. Bethesda was super sad. That was probably the worst one. And
Bethesda had a conference.
Yep.
Yep. You know it. And then
Did-
Bethesda. And then Ubisoft, not Bethesda.
Yeah. Now,
I'm sad.
next year, E3. What do you want to see?
More trailers of Demon Machia.
Next market.
Because it's been like 3 years.
It's releasing before E3 next year, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Didn't they announce a release date?
Ubisoft, make a freaking Rayman game, for the love of God.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft
Please.
didn't bring anything this year.
He's just too much Tom Clancy games. I don't care about that. Too much.
Tom Clancy, the zombie game.
I don't want any zombie games next year. Don't give me that crap.
Tom Clancy, Battle Royale.
New Star Fox.
New Star Fox?
Sure, why not?
Didn't they just come out with the new Star Fox?
No, that was like
Last year?
Starlink.
Or
I
was
think
it
it's Starlink.
What am I thinking of, like a remaster? Like an HD remaster?
I think there was a remaster or something.
I don't know.
Is there something
I
you
don't know.
wanted?
Something I wanted. I want to see something from Sony next year. I feel
I'm
like
sure we'll get it.
they missed a big opportunity to show something big,
Oh, yeah.
like their console, you know?
Well, they're gonna show the console together with Xbox, I'm sure.
Are they?
Next
I
year,
mean,
yeah.
Next year, yeah. So I do hope they come back next year because that's when the market's gonna boom again. And
Oh,
also,
yeah.
I believe Nintendo is also gonna do their Switch, their new Switch.
Yeah, I kind
right?
of wish I waited, but who knows?
I believe they're going for like a light version of the Switch where it's smaller, and then like a better version of the Switch, which is maybe bigger. I don't know.
Okay. That'd be interesting to see. I guess
Alright.
since you have all the technology for it, it wouldn't be as expensive anymore. It'd just be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
another
yeah, yeah.
$200. You have the dock, you have the controllers already.
True. Would you just need to buy the system then?
Just the tablet, basically.
The tablet. Yeah.
Because the
But
most
what if-
expensive part of a Switch is like the accessories.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons are $80 each. If you want a Pro controller, it's $60.
Wait, it's $80 each?
Yeah, $80. Well, for two, you get
Oh.
a left and right in one, and it's $80 as a pair.
Okay. I was like, for like the left is $80 and the right is $80. That's
Oh.
$160. I was like, what?
It's only the right. No, is it the right? I think it's the right one. That's where all the money is because it has the camera, it has the thermal imaging, it has the bunch of stuff.
All right. Well, that concludes our E3 thoughts.
Yeah.
E3, do better next time.
Please impress us, entertain us, and don't have your conferences so far apart where we can't just have a party and watch it all
why
together.
why can't they just like have it on at most 3 days?
It's always the worst.
2 days,
timing.
preferably.
It upsets me.
I also have to wonder because like what's going on in between those conferences?
Just they play the games out in the not outside the conference room. They have little booths set up where you can play the games.
But it's not open. The E3 booth and stuff isn't open to the general public until after the conferences.
Oh,
All of
really?
them. Yeah.
I
Like-
always thought you could play them afterwards.
No.
Where'd you go to
The
E3?
booths, they let general audiences in after Nintendo, like not after directly after, but like the
Oh,
day
yeah.
after, like on
Are you
Wednesday.
sure?
I think. Yeah.
I feel like that's wrong, but I'll believe you because you're my friend.
All
And
right.
you would never lie to
Absolutely. I'm never wrong about these things,
me.
Cameron.
All right. Let's end it. I'm over
Thank
E3.
you for
Same.
tuning in to Co-opt Up E3 Discussion 2019 Part 2, Part 2, Part 3. This podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
Thanks.
I got a stuffy nose.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Boy.